Hello, and welcome back to the streams. Hello! Hi, I'm Icarus, and these are the streams. Today we'll be diving back into Final Family Fantasy Funtime 14, or as we call it. My cousin Epsilion and I play Final Fantasy 14 together, so we're trying to go through the whole story together, and kind of go through all that. We are post Stormblood. We finally finished Stormblood, all of it, including post. We are now about to start Shadowbringers, but we have to do a quest having to do with the tower first, because we didn't do that in the past, because we've been sticking to the story. So we'll be doing that today. But yeah, so liberation for everyone, yay, and now we're going to do that. So without further ado, let me get Epsilion on so we can both be on the call. Okay. Let me make sure everything's good too, because Windows and everything updated, so let me make sure everything's good to go. Okay, Epsilion, you there? Yeah. Okay, let me go on ahead and boop. Let me put this up. Hold on. Put that up, and now gameplay with friends. Hold on. Just make sure. With friends. Boop. With friends. That's what I have the title for it. That is. Okay. We are friends. Okay, hold on. Everyone might not be able to hear you yet. Hold on. That might be me. Yep. That's on me. Hold on. I have to remember which one I have to click. This one. No, not that one. Hold on. Okay, now talk. There you go. Yeah, that should be it.
Throwing out audio to O.
Is there echoes or something like that?
I don't hear any echo so far.
All right, move your head a little bit. I want to see it. Yep, on the capture you're good. Okay, I want to make sure you weren't frozen. Because that sometimes happens whenever I have it not layered up correctly. Because I have to get OBS first at the bottom. Then I have to do Discord and the Discord pop-up on top of it to be selected in order for you to move around. Because if OBS is currently selected, it doesn't pick up your movement, you're frozen. We can still hear you, but you're frozen.
Yeah, okay. We should probably look for a better way to do camera sharing, but this is okay, I guess.
I don't need to see the capture.
Well, you don't need to see the capture, but I mean, like, how it runs in the background probably is tasking on your PC.
That's true. Won't matter for long. Soon I will. Such menial demands will not have.
I mean, no. It's still going to be doing things on your computer you don't want it to do necessarily, like wasting resources.
But it won't matter because it's so powerful.
No, I'm sure there's a way for me to share a stream with you that's not Discord of my video, and then you can basically have your stream relay it instead of having to have it rendered on your screen and then being captured. That is some extra overhead that you don't need. You don't need to be rendering it. You just need to pass along to your OBS, your viewer, as an input.
Well, we'll figure it out because we got all kinds of changes because I got my new PC stuff. Oh my gosh, I can show you. Oh my gosh, I can show everyone. Hold on, let me go get it. It's literally in the other room. Oh, I can't hear you. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna go get it. Okay. I'm gonna go physically show you all. It's these huge boxes. I'm not gonna grab the motherboard because it's too big. It's in a box.
Don't drop it.
I'm gonna grab everything else. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, it's so big. There's so much. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. I said it's so big, and I knew what you were doing. I wasn't even here, and I knew. I'm not going to drop it. It'll be fine. All right, here we go. Everyone ready? All right, so first up, show everyone what we got. We got the Corsair LPX DDR4. Epsilion, what is this again? Is this the RAM?
Wait, that's RAM.
Okay, yeah! Our cool, awesome RAM. And then we got not one, but two memory sticks.
Well, how much are they? 8 gigabytes?
Hard drive.
16 gigabytes? What are we looking at?
Yeah, one is SSDs. One is 500 gigabytes, and one is 980. 1 terabyte.
1 terabyte? They got 2 terabyte.
I got the one.
Okay.
Need more? Because
you probably don't.
The 500 is going to have the operating system, and the 1 terabyte will have the games, and then everything else will be on my other terabyte, but that's not a SSD. So.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you had the other terabyte. That's what you.
Yes, I do have the other one.
Yeah,
and then we
have the old school hard drive.
The beautiful fan, which my God, I hope it fits and works. Someone kill me if it doesn't. Redux Nocturia.
Don't request that.
And then finally,
the Noctua, man, that's a good brand.
Yes, but I hope it fits. Remember, because we have that thing.
Yeah, I mean that's a problem with it's going to be the combination. It's usually you have no problem with the fan fitting inside of your case. It's going to be the fan fitting inside that case with that memory you have with memory sticks. Like sometimes it's hard to get the measurements just right. It's one of those things where like it actually is a good idea to hold off on getting every part at the same time. For that one reason, like that's the only thing. Otherwise, you don't, and you can't use a computer obviously if you don't have all the parts.
Right. And then finally, the piece de resistance, the thing that costs the most besides the motherboard and operating system, but that's not the operating system. The motherboard and what's the other thing that came with the motherboard, Epsilion? The CPU, right?
Yeah, the CPU.
Yeah, CPU motherboard.
That's expensive.
I am not sponsored by anyone, by the way. This is Epsilion helped me to pick the best ones because he's amazing, and we did this together. He sacrificed a whole Saturday because he's amazing, and I love him. And I will not be asking him to do it again. My dad and I will be installing it because I don't want him to have to waste his time.
I mean,
I don't want you to have to do that. I feel bad for Sasha. She had to wait so long. I mean, she seemed like she had fun too, but.
Yeah, she had fun talking, and she had her phone. She was on her phone a lot. But yeah.
GeForce or GX. What is this one? This is the
3080. 3080 and not 3080. That's a pretty good. Like you're definitely gonna be streaming capable. Especially because
it was like one of the higher ones, like right? Like that was one of like the big ones besides 3090 the ridiculous.
3090 Ti is absolutely overkill. 3080 Ti is like possibly okay, but 3080 Ti is really only good for you if you're like playing games at like 2K resolution.
I will not be doing that.
And yeah, you don't even do. I mean, like, well, I know one of your monitors is 1080p, but the other one is.
The other one isn't even.
So you're not even like driving the card you have at like what most streamers especially would drive their cards at. So you're fine on a 3080. You're gonna be great.
Am I not a real gamer? Is that a tank? Is that a freaking tank?
It's a literal tank. Yes.
What the? That's awesome.
It's the mount. It must be a mount.
Looks like is it an Advanced Wars tank? It looks like one.
Yeah. There was a Advanced Wars crossover recently. For sure it was
Did we miss it? Did I miss it?
I mean, I didn't see the email for the actual event. I just saw they were going to be doing ones. I guess it might be one of those like long running ones, or we missed it.
Why isn't your spear like this?
Huh?
Why isn't your spear like this?
What spear is that? That looks like a really powerful spear.
It's really cool looking.
I mean, they're also. Oh, is that that's not their idle stance. That's their like weapon ready stance, right?
Yeah, it's like the weapon ready like idle. Oh, the sheep. Yours is pretty cool too, though. Actually, I really like yours.
I love the lightning. I wish there was others with lightning. It's basically this. There's like two. There's this one and this one.
Yeah, I wish that more weapons had effects. Oh,
yeah, I mean, this one doesn't even. The dumb thing about this one is it's just a visual effect. It's not even like this. Like the actual. I'm using a glamour, but the actual weapon it's based on doesn't even have like a lightning.
Yeah, but that's because it's a story weapon, right? Those story weapons look like the lamest.
No, it's not even a story weapon. This is like a special like side weapon.
No, I mean the one that you actually have, not the glamour.
Oh no,
the actual weapon's from the story, right?
No, I mean yeah, but no. Even the glamour though is not lightning powered. There's no like elemental effect on it. It's just a visual effect. I don't understand.
I mean, otherwise, you'd be changing the properties. You can't do that. It just has to be.
No, I mean I didn't add lightning. That's how this like. Okay, so there's a base version of this that halberd, that spear, the
one you're using right now.
It's called the Thunderbolt.
Right.
Thunderbolt. That one has. The other one, not the one I'm actually using, but the glamour is based on. There's a base version of it that doesn't have the lightning effect on it.
Oh, really?
And it's just like a standard spear that doesn't do anything, and then you upgrade it to get the lightning effect. Like you have to make it as a crafter. You can't get it, you can't buy it, you can't like get it by quest. You have to upgrade it with lightning effects as a crafter, but then that effect doesn't actually change. It makes it stronger. It is a stronger spear when you do that, but it doesn't change like any of its attributes other than just increasing the amount of damage it does, basically.
Well, yeah, because they don't have elemental attributes.
But they made like there's 3 weapons, and you can do this with every weapon. I'm pretty sure in the game, like every physical weapon melee class has like a flame effect, a lightning effect. I think the last one is an ice effect. So it's like basically fire.
Well, that's
thunder,
just to make it look cool.
What's it called?
Fire,
Blizzard,
flame,
Blizzard. I can't remember. No, Blizzard.
Oh, Blizzard.
Blizzard.
Yeah, Blizzard. The three majors. Yes.
Yeah. So it's basically those 3 as a spell, a visual effect on your weapon. It doesn't do anything. It just makes it stronger when you apply it on the weapon. And there's like a set for each class has a set for these. But it doesn't actually change any attributes. It just makes it stronger. So like, why can't you just have this visual effect? Yeah, why can't you just have this aesthetic effect on any one of them? That's why. If I could have like if I have a different visual. If I could have a different visual weapon and just have the effect on it, I would much rather have that, because the shape of the spear is not anything impressive to me. It's just that I like the thunderbolt.
It's kind of cool. Lightning. Like it's kind of jagged-ish.
It's alright.
But yeah, every weapon should be able to look cool. Yes.
It's basically like the dragoon spear. So it is visually, the model it uses is based on the dragoon spear, because you can see it's actually a dragon at the tip. Like, if I stand the right angle, you can look at it. It's just the dragon sitting on the tip of it. Like the spike coming down is a tail, and the spikes going upwards wings. It's like if you look at it from the side.
Oh yeah, I see it. Yes.
It's a dragon silhouette.
That's cool.
There's like 20 spears like this in the game. They're all that same visual model, and they just change the color, texture, and like the way the rod looks. And then they add like some of them have visual effects like this. There's one that's red, like red lightning. I kind of want to get that one, but I can't remember how you get it. Like what you have to do to make it. And I would probably only use it as a glamour, because I think at this point we're way beyond what the damage that
probably.
So it's basically me spending hours and hours playing the game to make a cosmetic item.
People do it, man. People do it.
I mean, if I had nothing better to do, I guess I would do that. But I don't play the game even enough, like without playing with you to make it worth it. Oh yeah, I want to look at what her weapon was.
Okay, well you're doing that. So we have beaten Stormblood, and we now need to go to Shadowbringers. But before then, we have to do a quest to do with the tower. So we have to go do that because we never did.
So she has the Gaibulj Nexus.
Oh.
Which is like Gaibulj is this is a level 90 weapon.
Yeah, so she's
like
she's supposed to.
Yeah, she's in game. She's done. Like yeah, that's the end of the game. But the Gaibulj Nexus is like the level 90 weapon. Like it is the dragoons must get this basically to complete the game.
Yeah.
And there's so you get Gaibulj level 50. I actually don't even have it because you can't, I should say. Because we got other weapons from the other stories that made it have better stats anyway. But then what you do once you get it is I think I might have Gaibulj actually, so I'll own you. But what you do once you get it is you got to start doing crafting to upgrade it. Like you have to keep adding things to it and making it better, and it eventually becomes so good. Like nothing else in the game touches it, but basically every 10 levels you get a new version of it. Like you have to upgrade it again, or it's like 10 to 5 or something. It's 10 or 5. I can't remember exactly. It might be like some levels. There's a level 5 upgrade that you have to do, and everybody has that. But the Gaibulj is the one for.
So yeah, it's the class one.
Yeah, I don't remember what's yours called.
I need to go do mine. Yeah, I don't even know about the. I don't know about the Dancer one. I think I haven't even gotten it technically. I should have done those.
Dancer start level 60, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how you even do the classes that don't start at 50. I don't know how that works because it's Dancer and Gunblade.
Yes,
are level 60 starting, whereas everybody else is level 50.
Or at the start.
Yeah, I guess or the samurai or
I guess I need to go do my white mage and my dancer at some point.
Yeah.
I think I'm behind.
Do those. I know I'm behind on mine. I'm like, I'm at level 72, 3, 4, 74. Wow, 74. And I haven't done I think I'm like level 61 quest or something for Dragoon. I stopped.
Oh yeah, we definitely gotta make some time. Anyway, so we are going to be going to the tower because all of our friends got weirded out. We're all alone, but we're gonna go find them. But first, it has to do with the big tower that's near this area, and it's a quest that we never did.
Okay, so our friends are past like Chris said, but then the other thing. So this is a side quest that was optional from basically either right before or right after the Realm Reborn, the original expansion arc story, whatever you want to call it, the main story. And it's about dragons. Like, it's when they introduced
so it's like Heaven's Word looking
is it Midgard Samar? How do you say his name?
Yes, Midgard Samar, yeah. The big dragon who's like the head of all the dragon.
Yeah, the original dragon that came to the Earth, but I don't know if it's technically Earth.
The planet.
Yeah, came to this world. Yeah, the original dragon.
Because dragons are aliens. By the way, hold on. We will have spoilers for everything coming to where we are post Stormblood. Please do not bring anything from Shadowbringers or Endwalker. We are not there yet. We will be, and that's what we're trying to do. But if you haven't seen everything up to post Stormblood, you might want to leave. Not that we want you to go, but I don't want to spoil. Okay, sorry. Let's go on, Epsilion. No, it's good. I forgot to say it.
That makes, I
got usually distracted with my computer stuff.
You usually say it in the intro, so I kind of forgot that you didn't do it.
Yes.
But so with all the dragon stuff that happened in pretty much the end of the first story arc, moving into Heaven's Word, this Heaven's Word is all about dragons and dragoons, the Coerthus area, which is where, or Ishgard, which is where all
the snow is.
And, the snow, cold areas where the dragons live there primarily. We learned that like the original dragon that came decided to fight humans, and he did it right here, close to where we are now in Mordona. And it became, when he died, I'd say, during the fight, his body like became this giant crystal tower essentially, or part of the crystal tower. I don't know. It's kind of weird. You can see part of the crystal out here. Well, right out this doorway. But we have to go.
There's a crystal tower there. Yeah. Yes, we gotta go to that. Do we have the quest we need for it? Did we pick that up last time?
Yeah. So
what's its name?
We started and I signed it to myself. I think you did too.
What's its name?
Is it not the first one, or is that actually the
Legacy
main quest?
of Allag? Is that it?
Yeah, I thought it was. Maybe that's actually the main quest. I mixed them up.
No, that can't be because it's got the plus next to it. That's not the main quest.
Yeah. Mum's the Word is the main quest, right?
Yes. Well, no. Hold on.
Wait, what is the main quest?
I don't think we picked it up.
I wrote in chat last time.
You did?
Let me just go peek at that because I can do that.
You did?
Yeah, we gotta do. Yeah, it's Legacy of Allag. That's the right one.
Oh yeah, hold on.
It's the first quest of the Chronicles of a New Era.
Yes, that's it. Okay, great. Okay, so that is correct. Alright, Epsilion, where are you? I flew up in the air. Where are you?
I'm reading Valamir's.
Oh, there you are.
Of us not playing the game fully.
We're doing it. We're doing it at our pace. It can't move any faster.
No, like you were saying, like we should have been playing Alliance Quest from the start when they first came out. So
what do you mean Alliance Quest?
I guess that's what this type of quest is. I don't know.
Please.
There's probably some weird Dune mechanic on these, I'm guessing.
Dude, I'm just doing the freaking story, dude. I'm not freaking doing it.
That's what I want to do.
Put me on your back.
I don't like the PvP and stuff in this, honestly.
No PvP, please.
I'm not a fan.
I was never a fan of PvP. Never have.
I don't like the combat enough in this to want to do.
What do you mean?
I can fly here. Oh wait.
The awesome transformation. God, so cool.
Yeah, this is a really cool mount that the nice guy bought for me.
Because it was his birthday, and I love my cousin.
Was it my birthday?
I think so. I think it was for birthday. It was our Christmas.
Is it? Are we really flying all the way to the Crystal Tower? Is that where I'm supposed to go?
I mean, I guess so. Yeah.
That's where the thing is taking us towards.
Look at that! Look at that ground. That's pretty cool. It's got all the little crystals.
It's like the ground itself is glowing from the crystals. Because not all of it's crystal. It is blue.
It's like refracting the light.
No, reflecting. Refracting is when you see it through in a different angle.
Oh.
Well, it's not when you see it through. It's when light passes through a different medium. It changes the angle at which it.
So it's bending.
Yeah.
You can't fly any higher, I think.
No, I can't fly any forward either. I think I'm going to flying capability. I also passed the checkpoint or the quest marker.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. We'll just go back
over here. It's in this like weird structure here.
This place is pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little city. Oh, there it is. It's that one. Yeah.
It's that guy. No, that's Lidmate.
Where? Oh, I keep going back and forth somewhere. just hovering above the ground. Ed Hart is that's the Levy quest. A lot of Levy quests here. Why have we never come here before?
Because
Hey,
Levy quests.
This is where Sid lives. I didn't know that.
Oh my goodness! So he is like right here.
I'm talking to the merchant mender because I do actually have some small repairs needed.
Is it this guy? Yeah, Rambros. This guy. Okay, it's this guy.
Yeah, Rambros.
Rambros.
Rambros. Bros. I don't know you said.
He's a Rogdian, so you know who's gonna voice
him. Our first objective is to reach the entrance to the Crystal Tower. As I previously mentioned, however, that will prove no easy task. The entrance is guarded by powerful defense mechanisms, each utilizing one of the 4 elements of fire, water, wind, or earth.
Then it was until the Fire Nation.
Oh, I wasn't sure if you were going to go for that Captain Planet. I just almost...
Captain Planet has more than that.
Yeah, he has heart.
Heart. Heart. Remember that VG Cats? Heart.
Yeah. Yeah, Clapton Planet, though. I don't know what that means, but you can take that somewhere. Anyone attempting to simply stroll past these unsleeping sentinels invites swift obliteration. Okay. Based on Master Garland's analysis, however, we are reasonably certain that the attacks of these lethal contraptions can be reflected using a crystal of the corresponding element. Oh my god.
Don't be a thing. Don't be a thing.
Naturally, these crystals must be of surpassing clarity, free of the slightest impurities, much like the flawless specimens used by the Beastmen in the primal summoning ritual. Wait, what? Mayhap I should have said exactly like the specimens they use. Were there any other way, we would not ask this of you, but we need someone to enter the Beast Tribe strongholds and liberate their perfect crystals.
Jeez.
For the moment, I would have you focus on obtaining 2 of the 4 crystals we require. Pray you make for Lanosia. Where both the Sapsa spawning grounds and Ugumaru mines are located. You may be certain that the materials used in the Beastman's sacred rituals will be well defended. Whether you choose to venture there alone or with companions, I shall leave to your discretion. But whatever you do, please be careful.
Okay. Oh boy.
So we gotta go to Lanosia.
Survey. Okay. Alright.
Which one do you want to do first? Does it matter?
Let's do Lanosia because it's on our minds.
I mean, it's Lanosia either way, but there's like 2 spots within
Lanosia. Let's do the...
I guess let's do the first one that comes up.
Mines.
I'm one of the one at Camp Overlook. Yeah, I think it's the mines. So.
Okay. I'm gonna hitch a ride. Because I'm cheap.
I'm glowing.
I'm poor. Because I spend my money on dyes.
Hola, Bendito. Yeah, stop spending all your money on dyes and you wouldn't be poor.
No. She must look fabulous. Put it on your back.
Hey, Chris.
Yeah?
You are a hunter and a scholar.
Oh, he is a hunter and a scholar? Look at that.
Yeah, that's weird.
Look at that.
Actually, is it a he?
His profession and then hobby. And then personal interests.
Oh, he gives you elite mark hunts. Oh, that's what that is. Okay. Yeah, we don't do that either because it's another optional thing. Okay.
We can, but...
Which is that way? I don't want to.
But that means we'd have to do more of this combat, Epsilion.
Oh, gosh. Excuse me, I'm already bored.
So me! I swear we like the game. We just...
Like, just thinking
we
about
don't like the
combat quest I don't want to do.
It's fine. It gets by. It does its job.
Can I just fly straight to the thing we gotta go to?
Heck yeah, man.
I gotta go into the ground, though, so not...
No!
Yeah, it's too low.
I mean, we can at least do this.
Oh, yeah. This is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
here we go.
Gosh, this is confusing.
Here we go. Easy.
We're also way over leveled, actually, now thinking about it. Oh.
Good.
Yep.
You know, we're gonna have to fight something, so get ready.
Oh, you know what I just realized? I muted my audio. I can't hear my game at all. Did you just summon a guy? Oh, you jerk.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize. I can't stop it. I can't stop it.
Watch out. Get out the way.
Give a crap.
Okay. Oh, yeah, these guys are really low. I forgot.
Did you get it too?
What was I supposed to get?
The mine crystal.
I fulfilled the objectives. I'm good. Now we gotta get the other one.
Okay.
which is...
What is this?
An Airport.
Finish.
Monosia.
These spheres increasing the environment. Okay. Just put the thing changed a little bit for me. My dancer notifications a little different. I guess they did an update.
Yeah, this stuff permission. Position. Permission. Can't even talk.
Permission to have position.
So we gotta go to another area.
Gotta go back again, Morty.
Is it worth teleporting, or is it... Can we just fly there fast enough? It doesn't matter.
You can go behind your back if you want.
Yeah, let's just see if we can fly there fast enough. It might be worth it.
Okay.
No, the worst part is we'll turn around. Yeah, there it is.
Okay, so I have been like today I was watching Jesse play Returnal. Do you know Returnal? The game that was like the PS5, like one of the launch titles?
Returnal?
Returnal.
Oh, Returnal.
The one where you're an astronaut lady and you crash land.
I never played it, but I did hear about it.
It's like a roguelike, but with like overarching story that reveals itself slowly. It's pretty cool. But like I was looking at it because you can get like parasites that give you like bonuses and stuff. And for some reason, I was thinking about that with the roguelike element. And I was thinking about how long it's been since I've done a campaign. I freaking miss it. And I was like, what if there was a campaign where you were like a dungeon crawler thing, and you went through and you got mutations, which gave you like different things like tentacles or like an extra mouth or like stuff like that, and you could get upgrades for them as you went. And if you died, you lost them, but you could like buy them. That's what you spend the money on. So you could like customize your person, and then like the further you go, the more mutations you get, the more stronger you get with them. I think that'd be pretty cool because like you could like have variety, but like you could also like pick and choose.
That sounds like a roguelite that I've seen before, but not...
you know what else it reminds me of? What's it called? Yeah, there is a game like that.
Tower of Lineage? Is that the name of it?
I'm thinking of something else. Rad, or something like that. RAD or something. You're like kids who go into like dungeons, and everything's like nuclear waste and stuff, and you mutate as you go.
I'm getting so confused as I pass this every time.
Are we where we... Let me help.
No, we're not where we need to be at all. I keep missing the
you gotta go to Upper Labyrinth.
Yeah. But there's like
gotcha.
Wow, I might let you go out here. That's interesting. There's like a path over here somewhere when you go. There it is.
Yeah.
I don't see it for some reason. I hate this transforming. You're like... Because I'm so close to the ground, I can't go high in the air here because it's like the area is really small cap.
Really like confined.
Yeah, because it's one of the old areas. They didn't redo it to make it taller.
Now you gotta go to Western Monacia? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
So you gotta go down.
Down, straight down, yeah. Well, not straight.
Not straight down, but south, yeah.
Yeah, this way.
Down!
This works. Oh, this looks pretty.
Oh, that's nice. So, you get the little thing going. So yeah, I thought that'd be really cool because then like you could like customize as you want, and you could switch them out. So depending on what you need.
It's starting to rain. Yeah,
but you get like random ones too, so you have to like adapt.
What is the name of that game? It was like Lineage Knight or something.
Oh no! Rogue Legacy.
Rogue Legacy. That's what it was.
Rogue Legacy, yes. But Rogue Legacy, you start with what you have. Like your person has benefits and deficiencies based on their like lineage. This would be like you get them as you go, like you mutate as you go.
Oh, like each area would kind of
what's it called? Binding of Isaac or stuff like that, where like you get changes.
Okay. Binding of Isaac, Guns of Icarus, Gungeon. Gosh,
Gungeon, yes, those kinds of things.
Sorry,
like roguelike kind of stuff. And you'd be able to like pick, like if you go back to the bank, the gene bank or whatever, you can pick which mutations you want as like at certain points. But if you're in the middle of the dungeon run, you just have to go.
Somebody's been playing gosh, I can't remember the game from me. The Bioshock too much.
Oh yeah, Bioshock. Dang, that must have been where else it came from too.
All these bloody splicers.
Man, that'd be so much fun though. Because then like you could like customize, you go like do different stuff. Too bad I'm not doing campaigns.
Wait, Wait, is this not it?
No, we have to go like into like a tunnel.
Can I go over here?
Can you go just over here? Oh, I think you can. Oh, but I think it's inside the tunnel.
Yep, don't worry.
Is it? No, it's not. You can just go here.
Where is it?
Oh, it's right there. It's behind us. Behind us.
See the spot?
Yeah. Keep going.
Oh yeah, it's good. Sorry. It was like blending for a second. I see now. And just disembark.
Maybe you should turn off the blender.
What?
You said blending. I don't know.
Will it blend?
Will it blend
again?
Maybe you should put the sausages away.
You don't want to let sausage instead?
Yeah, when we were out of town at the wedding, you guys did that, didn't you?
Yeah, you had to go to sleep because you had to leave early, but yeah, the rest of us stayed up till like 2 in the morning making sausages.
Okay, we should probably warp on this one.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
I think it's like Revenant's Toll, yeah.
Back to Mordana, yeah.
Back to Medina.
Yeah, it's cheaper. But yeah, I thought of another good sausage to make with salsa. Sasha, I can talk. It's sausage, not stuck.
You make it with salsa to eat sasha.
No, that was when we did we had like the I think it was bison and Tabasco flavored. Yeah, we did. But it was bison steaks and Tabasco flavored
Dumbo.
Cheez-Its. They're delicious.
Delicious.
It was bison. I think it was bison. Yeah, I think it was bison. It was pretty good.
So Leon,
but yeah, no, it was a seafood take. That I made a sandwich basically and thought like this would be good if you made it into a sausage. And
I could make my own sandwich.
I made my own sandwich. I can be my own sandwich.
Yeah. So for anyone who's wondering,
you like the phrasing of that, Icarus? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, that was weird.
What?
I was thinking about how to do that. Like, do you crush yourself with God yourself?
I already have the buns, Icarus. Like, what?
Oh my god. Yeah, does that make... No, I'm not saying. You know what? I'm gonna move on.
Yeah,
I was gonna say something really nasty.
That was too much. Sorry.
Is the mole's favorite thing the dog? Between the buns, the mole. From this game, the mole.
Oh, the mole. Wait, this game?
Yeah, the mole.
Oh, the mole. The mole. I was thinking like
thing
all right,
to collect.
So I was thinking of when you said the mole. All I could think of was Monaco.
Oh god, from the mole digs.
Yeah.
In that game. Oh my gosh.
Isn't it? It's Le Mole technically.
Le Mole.
Right? Yeah.
No, it's the mole from here. Their favorite thing. That's the hot dog.
What the heck was that? Did you see that?
Yeah, I did.
What was
that? It's a cube, I think.
No, it was a sphere.
Cube.
It was a cube and a sphere.
It's a cube, yeah. In the it's transformed into a cube when it flew.
What the heck? Okay, I can do the dialogue whenever you're ready.
Okay,
but yeah,
I'm good.
I don't know what that was. That was a weird amount. I've never seen that before. All right. Okay. How progress your efforts in infiltrating the Beastman strongholds?
We did it. Take the thing.
Give him the crystals. I gotta do 2 more after this probably. So these are the famed flawless crystals of the beast tribes. I've seen countless specimens. I know not how many excavations, but nothing to compare to these. Their purity is astounding.
Yes.
You have done well.
Soon my master will rise.
Insert name here. With these in our possession, we lack only the crystals of fire and wind. The foremost lies... Wait, didn't we just hand them fire and...
It looked
water?
like we did, yeah. Like, one of them was... No, I think it was ice, because ice and fire... Ice and water...
But that one was fire. We definitely handed them the orange one.
That was Earth, probably. That was probably Earth.
Okay, that's my Earth. Yeah, it makes sense because of the mine. That makes sense. Okay.
Bah.
The former lies in Zaharak, the war camp of the Amalja in Thanalan. The latter in Natalan, the roost of the Exil. Is that you say? Is this
Exil? I forgot how we do it.
The I is pronounced funny, but I don't remember how you do it now. Anyway, in the hills of the Querthus. You can expect them to be as closely guarded as the first 2, if not more so. Still, I look forward to receiving word of your resounding
You might
success.
even have 2 guys show up to try to stop you.
Yeah, maybe. Like 2 guys, just maybe.
Yeah, because originally we had like nothing.
Yeah, it was nothing.
All right, let's go.
I'm trying to see which one.
Let's go, gamer.
Whoa.
I'm cool. You didn't know?
Alright, I'm just gonna go to the gold saucer.
I'm cool. You didn't know?
Wait. It's not gonna work. You're cool?
Yeah. That's why I said that line.
Who told you that?
My mommy did.
Wow.
And she's right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. This place is called the Forgotten, like, Southerland or something like that, right?
Right now? What?
Forgotten Springs. Forgotten Springs.
Fall asleep? What happened?
No, Forgotten Springs. I
thought
it
it
said Forgotten word I can't say on Twitch. S-I.
Oh.
M.
Yeah, okay, you can stop.
The one that's not bad, but they have terrible work.
Yeah,
so,
no, I mean, it's
all
it's
of them are forgotten, though.
It's offensive, and it, like, makes people feel marginalized.
Oh, please.
So, that's
Primary River Snowflake.
I mean, I think it's used ironically as hilarious. Like, honestly, Sashi calls me that all the time, and I think it's funny. But
you're married.
Yeah, that's why it's funny, because it's ironic. Yeah, exactly. It's ironic. Now the
Dude, you know how many times I play Mario Party with Sensei and his wife, and he screws me over just so that she can win? I like shout that thing all over the place. I'm like, you piece of crap. It's like, biblically I'm supposed to. It's like, yes, but that doesn't help.
No, not in a game.
You don't have to. You don't have to.
No, not in a game. That's not biblical. There's no foundation there.
No, you don't have to. But I'm just saying, like, I can't. He's saying, like, you know, I can because it's my wife, and it's like I can't really argue because it's his wife.
He shouldn't intentionally screw her over in a way that's meaningful. No, that part is for sure true. But it's a video game.
Yeah, but like when it's me and an NPC, I mean, come on. It's me and NPC or her.
It's also a lot funnier to screw you over.
Yes, it is. He freaking loves doing it, and I hate it.
Yeah, that's the drive. Like he's just using.
Still win.
He's using the like I'm doing it for my wife is like a veiled excuse for why he actually on here to mess with you.
Sensei,
how'd you get this guy's attention? Why can't you just attack like one enemy?
My dance starts an AOE. I can't help it. Do you want to be strong or not? Oh, you're not even my dance partner. Whoops.
Oh, yeah.
Now you are.
I don't need it.
I don't need it. Right, put me on your back so we have to win crap. Oh, you can work?
Yeah, no, this is Coerthus now. I'm not flying to Coerthus from here.
Why are they all over the place?
Well, the first two are centralized, which is nice. They're both in La Nicia. These two are. It's not really that far, but it's far enough. I don't.
Once again, if we played Vindictus, it would put us in the instance, and we could just.
We'd have to. Yeah, wait to play that. I was looking. They had updates recently, and it looks like they've.
Oh yeah, they've been doing updates forever, man.
I mean, the recent updates look good. Like that's what I'm saying. I'm excited.
Epsilion. What if?
Get on. Stop jumping around. Get on. What are you doing?
What if every other week when we don't? What if we did Vindictus?
I mean,
but we're busy.
We can talk about that. Yeah, technically I had to miss going to have dinner in sometime with my in-laws.
You should have said something. I would have let you go.
We weren't sure what time it was gonna be originally, and then it turned out that it was gonna be like
I thought you did that last week.
No, last week
the week before or something.
Week before last, they came over to our house and we had dinner together. But this week, Sasha's little sister, one of them, is in town. The last time the other one wasn't. One wasn't. Right. And then
there it is.
And then this week they were inviting us over to her parents and sister's place, so we were hanging out with them. And we haven't seen them like basically since 2 weeks ago, roughly ish. So it would be nice to see him. I mean, she's over there hanging out with him right now. So.
Oh, I'm sorry. We could have done it later.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we could see. Like, I want to prioritize this to get through the story, and then Hildebrand, of course. But.
Oh yeah,
yeah, we will do Hildebrand. We are going to do Hildebrand.
We gotta get Valamir and.
Oh yeah, we'll get everyone by that point.
Oh my gosh, I cannot think of.
We might even be able to get them in once we get to Endwalker. It's just we have to get there because we're too far behind at this point.
Yeah. What is
We have to go back now.
Yes.
We gotta go back, Marty.
What is his handle? I can't think of it. Brain's not working. No, not Valamir. The other person likes to do. I want to say his name.
Shibobi.
Yeah. Well, that's not what he uses in game or on Twitch, so I wasn't gonna say that one.
Oh, was he just there? I forgot.
In this game, he's Klonatu, I think is how you pronounce it. And
Yeah,
then in
Klonatu.
Twitch, it's Meownich, something like that, isn't
Something
it?
like that.
He's
Our
following
friends.
you. You should look.
We can get our friends to come.
Yeah,
they
we
also
can get all our
play, but they're
friends
too
because
far
also,
ahead.
I was gonna say, if Mr. SETI is still subscribed, I don't know if he is, but he probably will join us too if we ask him to.
We won't be far enough.
Sorry. That's true. Yeah, I don't know if Klonatu
You
has played enough.
You have to be somewhat far to do Hildebrand. Like you do have to have some stuff. I remember that.
Yeah, because they start using mechanics you have to have from the other parts of the game.
But we'll get to it.
I remember that.
But yeah, maybe on certain off weeks we can do Vindictus. That could be cool.
Yeah, that'd be
because I really do want to go back playing it. I want to see if it's still good. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't even know what my login is. I don't think I can get back in.
Dude, I logged in through Steam, so...
I think I had to... I did, but I think you still had to have your, like, Nexon account or something. I don't remember.
Was it Nexon? Oh my gosh, I might...
I should be able
to find my credentials and do it again.
I kind of want to start over, though. I think I want to do a different class. They have so many now.
What if I don't start over and just come back and, like, roll early missions with you?
Roll what?
If I roll the early missions, just like, you know...
Oh, yeah,
like,
you can do that. I want to do a new class. I think I want to
I want to play the Pillar Man again. Just big pillar smashing.
Have you looked at the others? I don't know what others they have.
I haven't seen any of the new classes, but, I mean, I feel like I haven't fulfilled my duty as playing through Pillar and Cestus class, because that... Like, I had just gotten the Cestus when we stopped playing, and it was so much fun.
It took a while. Well, yeah, let's just, I mean, it doesn't, like, even if you can get your Ogai or not, we could just, start from the beginning, just go through. It's not that hard.
We should also start playing Dirty Bomb again. That'd be fun.
No, Overwatch 2 is out. The very superior game.
Did you see they had a buff?
To what?
In Overwatch 2, was that Donkey, or was that another thing I saw that on?
A buff to who? Like,
yeah,
to what character?
Diva got buffed.
Diva got buffed?
Yeah.
Diva got buffed? How'd she get buffed? What happened?
Did you see her buff?
Let me look that up. Let me see what Diva's buff is. How is it, like HP? Maybe her thing has more tank. I wonder if her.
No, they changed her model.
Hold on, no. Yeah. The buff.
I think they actually age progressed her, so that
hold on,
be illegal.
What do you mean? What's the problem?
She's not a 12-year-old girl anymore. Now she's like.
She wasn't 12.
16 or whatever. Now she's still not probably legal, but creeps on the internet. I mean, dude, that's a real thing. It's a problem, but yeah, they age progressed, I think. So they changed her model. Someone made a joke about it recently.
I think the buff. I approve. I think she deserved it. I think it's needed. She was underperforming before. Not the best tank. Not the best female tank, of course, as well too.
Folks.
Like female, especially when it came to the female tanks, like she was really underperforming.
Wait,
so
what about Anessa?
The frick is Anessa?
That's the Minotaur robot.
Oh yeah, because her actual like handler, right?
She's technically a girl. Yeah. And then Reinhardt's daughter. I can't remember her name.
Bridget. Is she a tank? I thought she was support. No, she is tank, isn't she?
No, she's like a weird. She has some. So they put her in as like that weird gap filler between healing support.
Yeah, but what was she?
Tank. I think she classified as tank. I think I do recall her. I mean, I didn't play.
That was after we played. Yeah, so
I played like twice after she came out, and I didn't even play her as her. I was like, I don't care. I kept playing Doomfist to see what that was like. I did not care for it.
Doomfist.
Yeah, I like the idea of the character, but his gameplay was not fun for me.
He's a tank now, you know.
No.
They changed him.
In 2?
Yeah, he's a tank now.
Like, whatever, okay.
I mean, I guess
I should look at 2 and like actually take some like time to consider it. Probably not going to.
I don't do FPS anyway. I only did it
if no one else is going to play it,
and then I was like, great.
On that one, I'd rather play a game that's actually fun to play by myself, I guess.
What? What?
I mean, if I'm playing it by myself, yeah, like that's not a game to play by yourself at all.
No, Josh, no. But neither was League, and I didn't play
League by myself. I played League by myself, like if I was super bored. Usually, I'd watch someone else play League in streams when streaming first started becoming a thing in the West. Because like I was already one of the weirdos who would stay up till 5 in the morning watching StarCraft 2 tournaments in Korea. And when streaming first started picking up in the US, I was like, yeah, I'll watch people play League. It's fine.
League of Legends. How many hours did we waste? My college years gone.
On college, even a little bit after college, I kept playing. But yeah, like one of our friends, he and I both would do this. We just put our phones on and put them on our dashboard and listen to a stream, like someone like usually like the LCS, you know, like actually like a real like tournament on. We'd listen to it while we were driving around. Like that was how bad we were into it for a while. They actually cared that much.
Oh my god.
Well,
and anyway, now here we are.
Whenever you are, I've been waiting on them.
This girl's got a good outfit, by the way. I like this. I can't even
turn the camera to look. No idea.
She got that cool like.
The
mage.
The mage with the cool
that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I like the pants, like the one piece thing, but it's got like.
Is that
not
that
manga,
not movies? Yeah, that. But that's the
This is the thing. This is the set. Yeah.
Yeah, the Garland set, right?
Yeah, but hers looks really cool. Like I don't like mine for.
Did she color hers different partially? Like, what'd she do?
I don't think you can. It looks really cool.
If she comes in black like that, mine was black in the middle. That looks awesome.
Maybe it's an upgraded set of it, right? Because they change colors as you go later.
Oh yeah, maybe it is an upgraded set. We should probably look into doing that. I like my Japanese style armor.
We'll get new ones soon. All right, what you got? Goodbye.
All right. Insert name here. It is good to see you. Tell me, were you able to obtain the remaining crystal from the Beastmen?
Yeah, so this one's fire. This one's fire. And this one's wind. Okay, so yeah, we did the
earth and water, or ice, whatever.
Yeah.
Wonderful. With all 4 crystals in hand, we are now ready to proceed to the next stage of our preparations. I hope I did not give the impression that we would be embarking on our journey to the Crystal Tower just yet.
Lord knows it's not going to be that fast.
Alas, there's another step
Alas,
which must
indeed.
be completed ere we come to that. While the crystals you acquired are indeed flawless, they are of little use to us in their present form. If they are to reflect the elemental forces of the tower defenses, they must needs be cut and polished.
So get someone to do it.
A process which calls for a very particular set of materials. I'm going to use skills for a second. Procuring them would be a challenge in itself, I fear. Needless to say, we will be requiring your services once again.
See, this is the kind of crap right here. Like, this is it.
Grade 5 dark matter.
Like in Vindictus, we run around the town and then we go out and fight things.
What's grade 5 dark matter?
Oh, it's for materia, I believe.
Materia, oh.
Which
are we gonna go to Othard?
I don't care. Well, no, it's him. He's right here, isn't he?
Do we have to go to Othard?
Oh, wait, what?
Wait, what's the? Oh, we gotta talk to him again.
Do we? Yeah, we do, right? Like, right?
Okay,
am I going crazy? Am I going crazy?
No, I got another quest that popped up and I didn't realize it was a different one.
Okay.
All right, sending it down. Rembros wishes to proceed with the shaping of the flawless crystals.
With the shaping of the crystals.
Yeah, it actually says with the shaping of the flawless crystals. I thought I read it wrong and just said the an extra time, but no, it really does say the shaping.
You did. You did great.
If the flawless crystals you procured for us are to retain their elemental purity during the shaping process, a very specific set of abrasive substances will be required. Well, I say substances, but one might just as well call them one substance, namely aether sand, which has 4 elemental aspective varieties. Alas, aether sand is neither common nor cheap. Indeed, it is not usual for the abrasive to exceed the value of the precious stones it is used to polish. Given the rarity of the materials in question, the Goldsmiths Guild in Ul'dah seemed likeliest place to purchase the quantity we require. When I contacted the Guildmaster, however, I was informed that no aether sand was currently available. Though I requested that word be sent as soon as new stock came in, I have yet to receive aught but apologies. It has been like minutes.
You're supposed to do this at different times, I guess.
Sure.
Maybe they're all different.
I should mention at this point, we probably would have been gated. Like we probably finish that quest, then we gotta do something else, then come back and do his next quest.
But we don't care.
I should mention at this point that I placed the order some time before you procured the flawless crystals. I am well aware that acquiring aether sand is no small feat, of course, and I am not an impatient man. But I fear the more we delay our investigation, the greater the risk that the tower's secrets may fall into the hands of other, less savory parties.
Also,
that is why I wish to entrust you with the payment with our purchase, and send you to speak directly with the Guildmaster Serendipity. Mayhap the presence of such a distinguished personage.
All right, flattery helps.
What?
Oh, can you not hear me?
What'd you say?
I said flattery helps.
Flattery helps. Oh, I thought you. Never mind.
I've been making comments.
I've heard you before, but that time I thought you said something else.
I'm bored, so Handy's taking over.
I saw. Yeah, Handy's getting handy over there.
Hey guys.
Will spur the guild into action. In any event, it is my hope that when we meet, you will have found at least one of the 4 varieties of Anthesami required. We're coming back with all 4. 100%. That wording was too stupid. Well, you need some googly eyes. I think I have some somewhere. I know this.
Even though I work with kids, I really should.
Yeah, you should. You should have a sock puppet.
Oh my gosh, I should totally have a sock puppet.
Yeah, wait, why don't you have a sock puppet for the kids?
I'm genuinely happy about that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get a sock puppet.
Why don't you have a sock puppet for the kids?
I don't know.
How is that? You shouldn't even have to buy it. You should just get your work to pay for it.
That's happening. I'm not paying for it.
Okay, yeah. Like, do you actually have?
It hurts my hand.
I guess you can't give me the specifics, but like, do you have stop? Do you have?
No.
Do you have kids in like the range where that would be appropriate? I don't.
Oh yeah. I got your kids. Oh yeah, for sure. First graders.
Yes, if you have okay, yeah. So if you have first graders, like that would be. I mean, they might be like, this is dumb, but then you might get them to like.
Nah, they'd be super into it, man.
Okay.
Those kids.
They might just think you're.
That
Sorry, I teleported to a doll and immediately ran away from the Aether crystals. I don't know if you followed me.
Oh, shoot on.
No, I see you haven't progressed the chat at all either. What are you doing?
I was totally listening.
You have 2 hands. Use the other hand to play the game.
Bored.
Oh gosh. Well, I'm back at the Aether crystal now to pick you up when you finally teleport. You missed the teleport?
Yeah, I have to do it. That's okay.
You gotta teleport to the old doll.
What?
It was like 300. It's not that far.
No, but let me teleport to old doll. Thank you.
No, you gotta teleport to the Aetherite, man. You can't teleport to the little
I was teleporting to the tiny ones, and I was
I'm watching. I'm watching with the delay. I'm watching with the delay. That's why I was like, "What are you doing?"
All right, Handy had to take a rest. Handy was making my armor. That's all hold it up.
Just call him Andy instead.
Andy the Handy.
Call him Andy, but have a British accent, so it sounds like you're saying Handy.
Hello, everyone. Handy here.
Wait, yeah, what is that accent? I guess that works. All right. Wait, I can't.
This thing's
take
cool.
You on my back. Where do we have to go? In the city?
Yeah, I don't know where.
Yeah.
Goldsmith's Guild.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right back here and teleport. I don't know what you're running into.
Well, hold on.
Goldsmith's Guild. There it is. Take me
now.
Take me, John. I don't have to wait like 10 seconds for you to load the next area when you get the new computer set. I'm so excited.
This won't be a problem anymore.
Yeah.
So yeah, by the way, the new computer will be done after this coming Friday because I have to finish Kingdom Hearts Chronicle because I'm not about to in the middle of the Chronicle try to have this stuff happen.
That would become its own Chronicle if you did that and it didn't go well.
A terrible one. Okay, I guess I'm hurt.
Arguably, the one you're doing is a terrible one, depending on who you talk to, but,
What?
What? Some people don't like Kingdom Hearts.
I know they don't, but I do, and I'm doing it mostly for myself. Dude, I've had so much new fun. I've been playing differently than I normally do. I'm
not saying you shouldn't do it. Wait, you're playing different from what you normally do?
Well, yeah, because I used to use the limits all the time where, like, Dolly Goofy would do their attacks with you. I've been using magic a lot more. It's been feeling different. It feels different.
Oh,
it's interesting, like, there's actually different ways to do it. I was like, wow. And then remember the first Kingdom Hearts 1, I had that awful, terrible, never pick it, atrocious, actually made the game not fun to play build. So I got to experience that for the first time.
That's how I played it the first time, remember? I did the exact same set you did, and I remember it not being easy, but it wasn't that bad. I don't know what happened in your playthrough. It got way
sucks. Okay.
But
insert gender, insert name here. Welcome. What brings you here, if I may ask? I need the thing. Hand it over, please.
Just hand over the money. Just hand over the money. Don't say it. Just hand over the money. And she's like, oh, okay.
But you're a renowned hero. Where do you think I get my payments? Think heroine pays? We're all just two sides of the same coin. You're here on behalf of the Scions of St. Coinage? Coin. What fortunate timing! I was just able to contact Master Rembros with the news that we finally managed to acquire a quantity of fire-aspected aether sand. Then why did I come here? I'm afraid it may take some time before we can supply the other 3 varieties, but you are welcome to settle accounts for what we have now. Pray speak with Jemime over there.
Jimmy Dean sausage works. Let's go with that.
I do beg your pardon. It seems she's assisting another customer. Oh my gosh, look who it is. That's all you, buddy.
What's his voice like? It's been so long.
I don't remember, but it's Biggs and Wedge. You gotta remember.
Come on, there must be something you can do. Without it, that sand will have to rethink our whole design.
I sympathize with your plight, sir, but as I explained, Miss Karen, please calm down. As I explained, the aether sand of question is already spoken for. If you'd like to reserve the next shipment, then I would be happy to accept the funds you offered as partial payment.
Partial? Are you saying it's not enough? I'm already stretching our research budget as it is. I suppose a man can do without a midday meal for a year or 2.
I know that feel!
Wow. I want to see this in your perspective.
I'm so tiny.
My perspective, it's great because we're like the same height.
So you're like 2 grown men speaking to each other.
Like, oh, we're
Small
gonna be each
girl
other.
comes in.
Insert name here. It's been too long. What brings you here then? Got your eye on something expensive, have you?
Apparently. I need the sand. Hand it over. We just hold out her.
Give sand.
What is this? What is she doing? Is this her looking through the stuff? Well, now.
I think she's looking below the counter.
This is quite a money pouch. The sound of so many gills clinking together is strangely satisfying, is it not? Okay, lady. Okay. Calming, yet invigorating at the same time. All right, I know a little Lalafell girl who runs a crime syndicate who you might want to talk to. You two might get along.
Yeah.
That money.
Oh no, you're here for the blooming aether sand, aren't you?
I'm a hero, Biggs. Stand in line.
Well, I can't deny the Allag civilization's a subject worth researching. The chief said he was looking into something big, but we never thought to ask him what. Yeah,
your chief was literally there. Like, we're doing this basically on behalf. Yeah. What is this internal workings of your organization?
Well, you know, Sid goes and does whatever the heck he wants, and everybody else works on the projects that he told them to work on.
What is this? What is this? My job's organization?
Yeah, basically.
We're terrible.
Wedge and I have been too busy tinkering with our new airship design to think of much else, see? Well, I say tinkering. Wrestling would be more like it. Still, after much wringing of hands and gnashing of teeth, we've managed to put together a prototype crystal-powered propulsion system. We already have that, right?
This was a long time ago.
So yeah, we're in the past.
Yeah.
We got the idea for it when we heard how you lot had used a corrupted crystal on board the Enterprise, as a matter of fact. Anyway, to cut a long story short, our design calls for all 4 varieties of aether sand.
So design.
That's why I can't just relinquish my claim out on this batch here, even for you, lad. How are we meant to usher in a brave new age of technological innovation, if not by technologically innovating,
Biggs, we are the hero of light. Like, really? While I hesitate to interrupt such an impassioned speech, the duty compels me to point out this insert gender here is representative of the organization that reserved the aether sand in question, to mention nothing of the fact that insert gender here, a purse is considerably larger than yours. Good God.
Wow.
Got a large purse.
Oh, it's like that, is it? Sigh. All right. This batch is yours. I'll let you have it. But if you're... I accidentally advanced it. But if you're going to take my sand, it's only fair that you grant me a role in this project of yours.
If you're gonna take my sand, at least give me the desert with it.
Yeah, wait, what? The desert? What do you mean the dessert?
The dessert? I'll
take that as a yes. Haha. It's not... Oh, no. It's not every day you get a chance to experiment with the wonders of the ancients. With any luck, inspire me to think of another technological innovation or 2. I always got the impression that Wedge was a real, thinker, and Biggs is kind of like his like not as smart, like not like dumb, but like just not
The
as
himbo?
smart. Not a himbo. What the heck? That's not appropriate.
What? Himbo is Kronk. It's the big, like, soft-hearted
Yeah, I mean,
big
Kronk
guy,
is a
but he's not very
himbo,
smart.
but it's not the same thing. They're not 1-to-1.
No, that's what I've always heard it being used for.
Alright, so I gotta speak with Biggs, who is right here in front of us when I walk away. Sorry. Now then, from what you've told me, I'm guessing you'd be needing the other 3 varieties of elemental aspect at either end as well, right? Then, rather than sitting on your rump waiting for a shipment that may never come, I reckon your time would be better spent looking for the stuff yourself. It just so happens I know of a good place to start. Why are you here in the first place, then?
Yeah.
There's said to be a peddler in northern Beneland who very occasionally handles the earth aspect of variety at this end. Wedge is in the process of confirming the rumor as we speak. I know that what you're thinking. When did my timid little friend decide he didn't need me to hold his hand anymore? The answer being, just the other day. Seems he's been inspired by a certain adventurer's heroic example. I thought he was joking when he volunteered to go to Thanalan without me. I just hope he manages to stay out of trouble. You both are in Thanalan, technically. We're in Thanalan right now.
I guess the outer whatever.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Head out to Blue Fog, and you should find him poking about with his new bodyguard. Oh, did I not mention her? Wedge thought it might be wise to hire an adventurer to accompany him, just in case your heroic example turned out to be less inspiring than he first thought.
Oh, is this gonna be a romance story between Wedge and someone? I hope she's like super
Wedge.
tall.
Yeah, I hope she's a Rogdian.
That too.
Alright, so
does that mean he's just like trying to replace Biggs?
Let's just teleport to Camp Blue Fog. Camp Blue Fog.
Then do it.
Can't
Do it.
talk all weed.
Make it so.
It's not a good day for me between me. I can't talk all weed.
You can't talk?
Can't talk.
Why'd you talk, Epsilion?
I wanna
make your mouth.
wide around in my truck. Why'd you say truck?
I wanna wide around. I'm
no.
What happened?
I got stuck on clicking somebody. I want to click. It's over here.
Okay.
Experienced adventurer.
It is a tall woman. Oh my gosh, is this really her?
Wait, where's Wedge at? It's not a Rogdian though. She's a
elfin, whatever.
Is it Elven?
They're not elves, but they're like the.
Yeah, what are they called? Elven was the Final Fantasy 11 race.
I don't like the way they look, honestly. They're kind of like.
She's blue skin though too, which is weird. Why should is the lighting?
They have different skin tones sometimes.
Oh. Save your.
I'll do it because you can do Wedge, so like.
Okay.
I gotta do something.
I'll give you Biggs.
Do you want to read everything that's really on?
Yeah, I just want to read everything. Just give me all the characters. I don't even want to know. But
I'll just have Andy go ahead.
Don't let Andy not have parts. He needs parts too.
Oh yeah, exactly. Save your greetings. If you're looking for a hired blade, then you'll have to look elsewhere. After the day I've had, the only company I crave is the squat, silent type. The type that has a handle and holds no less than a pint of ale.
Oh.
I was about to say, wow, you're into shorter ones? I mean, Wedge is really small.
Yeah, that's just what Wedge.
You wish to hear my tale? I warn you, 'tis no stirring epic. But as you asked, my employer, a Lullafellan lad, wished to pay a visit to a peddler who deals in some manner of special sand. I forget what it was called, but it's apparently worth a small fortune. Anyway, when we arrived, the man claimed his stock had been sold by bandits. Determined not to return empty-handed, we crept into the bandits' stronghold and set about locating the stolen goods. Long story short, alarums were raised. Alarums! Wow!
Yeah, I don't know why they use that phrase.
What the crap, man? What is this? Okay, what in this sentence can we make an old English word? Well, alarms came from the word alarums. Great, I love it. Change it.
I want to see what the root is actually, like where that comes from.
Alarums were raised, rogues were awoken, and we fled in a blind panic. I was separated from my employer in the confusion. I've not seen him since. Wow, what a great bodyguard. Bodyguard! Remember that episode of SpongeBob with the bodyguard who was the strangler?
Yeah.
That was one of the last ones. I think that was the last episode actually before the movie came out.
Sounds right.
That and the camping episode. That's so good, by the way.
Oh, are you advanced? Sorry, I'm not.
No, you're good. Oh, a friend of yours, is he? Well, he's dead, so. Then you must prepare for the worst, because he's dead, like I said. Tis just possible the poor sod may yet be lost in the old Mithril mine, but I fear the bandits will have caught up with him by now. You gonna come with us? No? Alright, you suck.
I was trying to find detail about Alarum, but...
Did you find anything?
I mean, it is an antiquated or archaic term for alarm.
You don't say.
It apparently occurs 89 times across all of Shakespeare's folio.
Oh, so good old Shakespeare used it.
It's used as a call to arms or warning of imminent danger, especially of being attacked.
It's a trap! Alright, put me on your back, let's go.
Yeah, there's no...
Okay, it makes sense. It's an old version of alarm, basically.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, Shakespearean.
Gotta use the old version. Oh, how many got for Mr. Roboto?
I hear if it gets to 40, then it turns into a wizard.
That's 30.
Oh, is it 30? No.
It's 30. Yeah, if you are abstinent till 30, you become a wizard. I'm a wizard. Did you know that?
Like you said, it's a old version. Yeah, never mind.
I'm not old.
That was a bad word.
I worked out today and I did not pull my back, so that's good.
Yeah, you told me that yesterday. I was like, oh no.
I didn't pull it, but I could tell a muscle stretch, and I was like, no.
Like, there's no reason for you to be having that experience right now.
Yeah, it's not like I eat pounds and pounds of salt that could have any kind of negative effect.
That's not gonna make. Well, I mean, unless you're eating so much it's weighing you down. I don't think you're eating that much. But like that's not gonna make your muscles weak. Like or make your tendons weak. I'm just worried like your age shouldn't be showing signs of that kind of. Like usually that's like you've overworked yourself.
I think I just like did it in
a
weird way.
Or you're overweight, and which that's definitely not the case for you.
I'm tiny boy.
Yeah, I mean I wasn't trying to say that, but like the
point is that look at my arms. Look how tiny.
That's a grenade.
Grenade. I'm like a grenade, baby.
There's a fate here. Where's the other guy talking about?
Oh, it's down.
I know. I'm trying to see it from above. Is this at this building?
Might be.
Yep. Oh, here he is. Wedge.
Oh, hey, Wedge.
Are you still on top of me, or yeah? Wait. Oh, there you are. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, Wedge. What's up? How you doing?
Aid.
All
right, he now has AIDS. He's good.
I knew it. I knew you were gonna make the joke.
Yeah, we're aiding him. That's what happens.
Alright, that's you. You get your Biggs and Wedge because you love them so much.
How could I be so stupid? Sneaking into a bandit's lair. It's just not the sort of thing I do, and now I'm going to die for it. No. I just need to calm down. I can do this. I can be brave. I'm going to stand up, and I'm going to walk out of here. Here we go.
Oh, look at this little guy.
Yeah! I'm sorry. Please don't kill me. I promise I'll leave and never come back.
Yo. What's up, baby?
Insert name here. Is it really you? But how did you find me? Can you smell fear?
Yes.
You actually
reek of it.
Ignore that smell. Oh, gross.
What the heck?
I expect you were wondering why I'm here. Well, I was just in the process of retrieving some stolen aether sand, which Biggs and I need for our research. As it happens, I concede, perhaps a touch foolish and very nearly fatal, but I did succeed in snatching the stuff before my bodyguard ran away and several dozen bandits came piling after me with knives and axes and what looked very much like a plank with a rusty nail in it.
That's good. I like that.
Anyway, the important thing is that the stolen aether sand is right here in my oh dear. It must have fallen out when I was taking evasive maneuvers. It seems I won't be leaving this infernal place for a while yet.
I'm gonna go get the sand so we can move on.
You'll find the aether sand in my stead?
Yeah.
Oh, thank the gods. You're a true friend. Insert name here. I hope the search doesn't prove too troublesome. The bandits don't seem to care much for visitors.
Yeah, we're just looking for sand in a desert. It should be easy.
Yeah, it should be real easy. It's like finding needles in haystacks.
The frick is the Oh, here it is. Thank God.
That's
good thing it sparkles in the moonlight.
Yeah. Good thing this game has dumb.
Alright, so what's gonna attack us?
Everything.
Yeah, probably. We're like 2 guys. Oh, we didn't get attacked. Look at that. A rare miss.
I guess if we were lower level, this would
Everything
be annoying.
here would be attacking.
Probably.
Insert name here. Have you had any luck locating the ether sand?
There you go.
Wait, what?
The first one is the fire one that we got.
Oh yeah, I saw another one. I was like, we already have one.
Yeah, for a second I did
Yes.
double take on River yeah.
Yes, that's it. I must return to the workshop at once and tell Biggs the wonderful news. What's that? You're also on a mission to collect ether sand, and you're working with the chief? Thief, sorry. A treasure trove of Allag knowledge, you say? I see. Then you should really be the one to have this. Biggs and I are far from exhausting all possible avenues of airship innovation, but it sounds as if your problem can't be solved by any other means. This expedition of yours sounds jolly interesting, I must say. I'm half inclined to join you. In fact, I think I will. And any venture worth the chief's time must be worth a look. Right. I'm more than ready to leave this awful place behind, and you should return to Mordona with that ether sand before there are any more little mishaps. Be sure to keep a close eye on your pockets. Insert name here.
I'm off! Why couldn't I do this before?
Away from all the thieves, all the bad dudes.
Alright, take us back. You have to warp, right?
Back to Mordona, yeah.
Medina.
What's this house? Ow.
Are we supposed to be here? I thought we were supposed to go see Biggs. Is he here?
No, go to Mordona.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, he relocated. I was curious. I thought he was back in Thanaland, but he relocated.
We should look to see when this tank event is. And
yeah, that's freaking awesome.
I won't. Especially, it shows the Lalafell. Look at the Lalafell.
That's so cute. What would you do? Are you like barely sitting in it?
I'm probably standing up, and they just probably have my head rendered over it or something. It probably makes the tank bigger for me too. I bet it won't be as cute.
No, keep it the same size.
There's also this robot from guy's warping right now. You can't see him. Probably in a second. Yeah, he's
from near Automata.
Yeah, near Automata.
So we're gonna shout it loud, even if our words seem meaningless.
2B or 9S.
I should have sung that song in karaoke.
I don't know that song. I don't know what kind of thing you sang yesterday.
That's Persona Q. Persona Q2, baby.
I recognized the Persona song a little bit, but I was like, I kept telling Sasha, I was like, I think that's Persona, but I can't remember. And then
yesterday my family did a gathering. Epsilion was there. We did karaoke, which Epsilion did not do.
I did not sing. I got out of it.
His loving wife Sasha did.
I couldn't think of a song. Yeah, she could sing. I could not think of what to sing, and then Sasha was not being very helpful. And
AC/DC or something.
Like, whatever. I don't know. I can't sing.
Neither could my dad. He got out. Neither could Dad at least.
Yeah,
he got
I want to sing something. I want to sing something I actually like singing. I'm good at singing. Like I can sing that. I don't want to. I keep going to the castle.
Go down and under, yeah.
I wanted the Crystal Tower, not going to the campsite.
Because that's where we want to go. But first, we have to do 15 million.
Gameplay. The game's constraints.
Nope. Oh, we gotta do this first. Yeah, so I sung Persona Q2, for anyone who knows, Road Less Traveled. And the first song I sung was, I forgot what his name. Answer to Our Lives by Backstreet Boys. Apparently no one knows about it. I love that song.
I didn't realize that's what you were singing.
What?
Yeah, I know what it was.
Yeah, it's a Backstreet Boys. Because everyone else was doing old songs from their childhood. So I was like, oh, I should sing one of mine from my early 2000 childhood.
That's what that was? That's what you were going for?
Because I was like 10 years old.
Dox yourself, I don't know.
What do you mean dox? I'm 30. Everyone already knows that. I'm going to be 31 next month. Ah!
Yeah, it's like barely a month away. Gosh.
Oh my god, what's the date? The 14th?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Alright, read your line.
That was the day I should have been married.
But you had to push back.
That. Yeah, we had to push it back because Narba could be there. That we wanted to be in the party. Anyway, all right. Ah, insert name here. You have returned. I take from your presence that you were successful in procuring us some aether sand. Tell me, which variety did you find?
I found
Hand it over.
fire and earth. Fire kiss and earth cradled.
It's crawled. Oh, it's crawled. It is cradled. That's pretty cool.
Earth crawled.
Crawled is good too.
Yeah,
Like,
but I think it's supposed to be nurturing stuff. It's like
nurture.
kissed and cradle. One of them's going to be
think,
hug, and the other will be nuzzle.
You think what do you think wind and earth or wind and water are going to be?
Wind nuzzled and water bathed.
Oh, that's not bad. Bathe.
Water
I
wiped.
see. 2 varieties. Well, that is more. That is 2 more than could reasonably be expected, and 2 less than I had hoped you would say. Forgive my flippancy. You have done well, truly. If all goes to plan, we need no longer fear death by fire or earth. Master Garland, if you would be so kind as to prepare the relevant crystals.
That's you! You got the big boy, your favorite.
Yeah. I shall set to work immediately. Truth be told, I've been looking forward to this. One does not encounter materials like these every day. Speaking of which, how in the 7 hells did you find them? Mistake me not, old friend. I know only too well how capable you are.
But the other people who
accidentally skipped. But aether sand isn't something you simply find gathered in dust at the back of a merchant's rare gem cabinet.
Why not?
You had help from Biggs and Wedge? Huh.
Yeah.
Trust them to design a revolutionary new engine the moment I turn my back. How a genius meant to rest on his laurels when his employees are so damnable and inventive, eh? And now you've determined to join us, are they? Or now they've determined to join us, are they? Typical. I jest, of course. It will be good to have them around. Still, as a matter of professional pride, let's endeavor to procure the 2 remaining varieties of aether sand before they arrive, shall we? Tell me, Rambros, have we any information on where the water and wind aspect types might be hiding? Not as of yet, but I have made certain arrangements. We shall see soon see, if my efforts have borne fruit. Forgive me for observing, but you seem less than enthusiastic about that prospect. If there's a complication, I'd rather we discuss it now than risk jeopardizing the expedition. Mayhap an explanation is in order. But first, let us savor the preliminary victory that insert name here has won for our cause. If only for a moment.
Okay, savored enough. Moving on.
So it's just to give us the chance to finish the question.
Hey, Sasha! Oh, boy.
What? Oh, she can chat. Oh.
Oh, boy. Young girl with the voice of an angel. I told everyone about your wonderful singing voice. For the first time. Let me see if I can emulate it. For the first time in forever.
Please stop. I'm begging you. Please stop.
Icarus and what is that? Read that.
Icky.
No, Icarus and Epipenicillin. Epipenicillin. That's awesome.
Like penicillin? Is that what you're going for?
Because you're a cure for diseases. Because you're so wonderful.
I'm allergic to penicillin.
But only a temporary one.
Would you take money? What'd you take when you took the reward?
I took one of the gems. I don't know. I didn't care enough.
I think crit hit is
EpiPen.
the thing I'm supposed to get.
Yeah, EpiPen. I think crit is what you need. I took determination because I think that's for caster.
I wonder, could I take an EpiPen for penicillin? Is that a thing?
Mm.
I know you can take it for certain allergic reactions. I don't think it works for that type though.
Okay. Come on. Performance for the ages. What are you doing? Where are you going?
Me?
Where are you going?
I don't know.
You gotta talk to him again.
I don't want to talk to Rambros again. I'm tired of this.
We'll get in there soon. I
This is why we didn't do this the first time.
I know.
It's so bad. All right, Rambros wishes to discuss the procurement of the outstanding. Hopefully, this is the last section that we get to the tower.
Please.
Yes. I must speak of the arrangements I made to acquire the 2 remaining varieties of aether sand. Some days ago, I asked Charlene, how do you pronounce that again? Charlene. Acquaintance of mine to travel to Britannia and there gather the necessary materials. Since that time, however, I have heard nary a whisper from him. To be frank, this lack of communication is not entirely uncharacteristic, but I cannot discount the possibility that something ill has befallen the man. Alas, we do not have time to investigate his fate. As I have mentioned before, and more we delay our expedition, the more likely it is that the Crystal Tower's secrets will fall into the wrong hand. Therefore, I would entrust you with the same mission I assigned to my friend. Travel to the Black Shroud, and seek out Pars Montret, the master of the markets in Gridania. If anyone knows where Ethersand might be bought, it is he. I remember him. What's wrong? You want to travel to Gridania?
Let's go.
The Black Shroud? The Black Shroud is our home.
I love it, but I want to move on. I want to finish the story.
Actually, is there a home? I think I set my home to La Nocia now. I think I'm...
That was where we originally started.
In La Nocia?
Because we were... No, Gridania.
Yeah, Gridania, we started there because we have both of our classes start there.
Both of our classes start there.
Okay.
Bah.
Only people who are losers start.
Gridania? No.
Well, that was the worst.
New Gridania, Sasha. New Gridania. Where are we going? Where are you?
Sasha's playing Breath of the Wild. That's what she said.
Oh, she's playing Breath of the Wild.
But that's what that's from. We had to go to the market, I think.
Like, oh, look at these two little Lalafells. Look at these little guys.
Yeah, we got to go. Yeah, just go to the Leather Workers Guild / Shaded Browser, Shaded something. I don't know. Read.
Well, got it.
People. Leather Workers Guild, Shaded Bower. Oh, that's the Shaded Bower is the thing in the boat ramp to go to the houses. Pretty sure. Something like that.
Oh, hello. You're looking nice. Move. So now move.
What are you creeping on? Okay, weirdo. I'm just gonna go do the quest.
What got here?
I feel bad for these people to watch this. I'm sorry.
I'm just summer beach cover up, and then we got the claws of the beast. Oh, claws of the beast. What? Oh no, this. Hempen Pantaleas. Oh, I know what that is.
I'm very clawed by the beast. You know what I'm saying?
I want to be clawed by the beast.
That's how you were saying it. Like that's all I heard when you said that.
Is he saying weird things? No, Sasha. I'm appreciating the art and character creation that these people have put so much effort into.
Doing weird things. He's creeping on a virtual character.
This is not weird. It's standard.
He was creeping on
some
40-year-old dude's 3D girl character.
Alright, you want to be this guy, or you want me to take over a little bit so that you can have extra rest?
Wow.
I'm just saying you've been reading a lot. If you want to keep reading, you can. I'm not gonna stop you. Reading's good for the room.
No, it's nothing.
Sasha is as bad as we said last night. You hush.
Never. Not even like I don't even bring it up.
I used a wrong word.
It was probably the worst word you could have used, though. I think in context. Like it's pretty bad. Like that sentence, my brain broke when you said that, and I was like, I can't even make fun of this because it's just so bad. It's too much for me to handle.
Did I? I don't want to go.
It was. Everyone just knows it was bad, and then we can leave it at that because we.
Yeah, I was. I was trying to use a word, a fancy word. I think it was instigate, right? Instigate was what I was trying to use.
Say instigate. Oh my gosh, I'm saying it wrong.
Instigate, and I said. What did I say? Inseminate?
Yes, that's what you said. Why did we follow this? I don't want to talk about it.
So, I'm not going to say anymore, but you can guess how that got a little confused. I meant to use a big word. I was trying to make a quip, and this is why you see me on streams not talk so fast. Because I'm trying to make a quip, but I have to stop and think about the right wording. So, by the time I use the right wording, it's already done. So,
yeah,
Instagreat is the product I need to get rid of the conversation. What are you talking about? We're on awesome. You can't get better than awesome. Sasha, it wasn't even just the word. I had to
it was the whole because you said you were trying to instigate your dad. And then you said the other word. It wasn't instigate,
though. It was the other word.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that. I don't want anybody having a recording of me saying that.
Okay, I didn't tell you guys, but it was going to be worse. So because it was going to be instigate dad against mom. So think about the other word.
Against Mom doesn't really add that much more to it. The first part alone is too much for me.
Yeah, but think about that. Think about the other word.
I mean, so like it was an NTR. Is that what that is? Is that what that genre's called?
It was a contest made so bad. Yes. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna read the old man. Yes. Hey, I'm sorry. I'm hard of hearing. I was listening to a podcast with two idiot cousins talking about instigating or Instagram or something like that. I could be hearing. They say, what's your person? Azure Sand? Was it Azure Sand? Aether Plan? Forgive me, man. Or insert gender here. Have you faced a data rarity of the material you seek? It's super rare. It's not even feed. It's a mere. It's a mental concept. It doesn't exist. You're crazy. Well, I have not seen so much of great innovation in markets for many years. I tell you what, one might be or which the wider aspect and variety of the abrasions derived. Only a desperate fool would be willing to set foot in that place. Well, you seem like you're ready to die, so here we go. Are you familiar with Uder's gift? As the ore is found, alien heaven by particularly pernicious hog. He's a bad hog. He's a strong hog. He's some pulled pork, if you know what I mean. Some braised bacon. Since you encountered a beach-touched nightmare, you will know when you're in the right place. I'll be at the wrong time. Farewell. We sell gravestones too, and insurance plans. Want to get on it?
Heck, is this that? What? I don't know. I mean, between you doing the old prospector voice and
it's Quarry Mill. It's down below Quarry Mill.
Oh yeah, we love Quarry Mill. It's our favorite place to hang
We
out.
love Quarry Mill. Oh, is that where the Palace of the Dead is?
Yeah. Palace of the Dead is a cool place. I'm teleporting. I'm not walking there.
Heck no.
Huh?
I said heck no. We're not walking.
It's only like 2 areas. I just don't care enough to walk. Wait. Yeah, it's Quarry Mill, right? Am I crazy? Oh, here you go. There, I see all the people now.
I can't tell yet. It's still loading.
Oh yeah, wait for that SSD to come in, buddy, or your SSD be put in.
It's in, but yeah, once I put it in.
Once you use it, you're gonna love it. All right, let me get the.
Will my computer also not take forever to boot up? Because that would be nice.
Your computer will boot a lot faster than SSD for sure. Usually, boot times cut down from like 20 seconds or so, 15 to 20 seconds, down to like 4 to 10.
No, I mean the 10-minute wait period of it like doing its crap and not being able to be used.
Oh, that. Yeah, that's a mix of your slow hard drive, and your CPU.
They're super in love.
Probably a memory issue also, maybe, but.
Where are you?
Right next to you, literally above you. I don't know what. I'm mounted.
Okay, I didn't see the mountain. I saw the other mountain. It was distracting me. I need to. Sasha, you should have just taken Epsilion's desktop. Get it out of my house!
Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna probably have to sell that thing. I don't know. I don't know why she wants to. I can stay in my office somewhere. I just gotta find a spot to put it in.
Decorate it. Make it part of the furniture.
Yeah, I mean, if it was sturdier, I could use it as a piece of furniture, but I don't trust anything to sit on top of that to not collapse. In a tree. In a tree.
Oh, this is the hog, I guess.
Wait. Oh, there it is. That guy.
I guess.
Wild hog.
Oh, there it is. It's past it. Yeah. It's just a normal pig. Like, what the crap?
There's gotta be a bigger. There's gotta be.
That's it.
That one.
It is hulking hog carcass.
The carcass. So someone killed it. He has a big hog.
That is a big hog. Okay, that is bigger than the others.
Can't wait for Sasha to say.
You could just use it as a side table.
She's gonna say something in the chat because of that one. You are too late, not only for its entertainment. You will find no trace of the ore which but recently lay here. Nay, not so much as a speck.
Da-da!
Disembodied.
What's that?
Ah, no. You will never spy me from there. For the time being, at least, you will have to trust the evidence of your ears. Now stop squinting at the foliage and listen.
I'll squint at the foliage as much as I want.
No, Sasha, it was a big hog.
Yeah, not big honkers, Sasha. Big hog.
I actually said it.
This game doesn't have as many big honkers. It's very sad.
They don't have the Opie slider in this game.
Once again, Vindictus.
Yeah, I was gonna say Black Desert. Man, doesn't Black Desert have like
Black Desert has everything. Everything.
That's not
Too
even
bad
like
that game sucks.
It's
the game sucks.
The game itself is just the character builder, honestly, for that game for me.
And the combat. Combat's good. The combat's good. And that's
because it's action RPG.
Yeah,
not...
really fluid action RPG. Too bad
that's it. The story sucks.
Because the story's basically non-existent, and the world is trash.
How is the world trash? What do you mean?
Because it's one giant literal desert, and there's like no NPCs that have any map. Like it's so boring, dude. Also, there's no conveniences. You can't fast travel. You can't just make. You have to create weapons. And the biggest one,
cool.
There's no EXP for quests. You have to level by grinding.
That's dumb. They can fix that.
That is so.
Those things can be easily fixed if they wanted to address them. They definitely can.
They could, but I don't think they have.
No.
We could check it out, but I don't think they have. I'll check it out because if it's good, I'd love to play it. But
yeah,
I don't know, man. I don't think it's good. Go ahead.
As I told you, the water blessed mineral is that what it is? Water blessed.
Yeah, water blessed.
Mineral you hoped to find is not what it says on the screen, but that's what it's going to be called. The water blessed.
Oh
sand.
Yeah, blessed. That makes sense.
Yeah. Water blessed mineral you hoped to find is gone, taken by me.
Dio!
Victory has Victory has made me magnanimous, however. Accordingly, I have decided to share the location of an alternate source of aether sand with you. The wind touch variety to be specific. I trust I have your attention. Good. A band of Exil in the North Shroud keeps a quantity of the abrasive for the purpose of removing impurities from lesser crystals. Well, do you mean to dally here all day? Make haste, adventurer, before I snatch another prize from under your nose. This is to be a race. The Exali logging grounds in the North Shroud shall be our destination, and that is where the real amusement will begin. May the best man win. Oh, you're also...
Yeah, mine said man too. How dare you?
I guess they're just using like a general term, even though it's not.
Sasha, I know your problem with Icarus. What is that, Sasha? What have you diagnosed? All right, let's roll. Do we warp? What are we doing?
Yeah, I guess probably.
Yeah, we warp for sure.
Is it warping?
We're going to fall ground float and go all the way up.
Oh, this is like literally the opposite side of the shroud.
Hooray.
Fine.
You're trash. Oh, that's so sad. I'm not trash. I'm loved.
Have you seen Toy Story 4?
Oh, no, I have not. I've seen all the way through 3. I have not seen 4.
Have you know about Forky?
Oh, I know about him, but I've never seen the movie. Is that what the reference to that?
Spoilers, I guess. For Toy Story 4. If you haven't seen Toy Story 4, I'll do the finger thing. If you haven't seen Toy Story 4, wait until
I haven't seen it.
Well, you're gonna get spoiled anyway because it's fun to spoil it for you. It's Toy Story. Do you care?
I don't care that much.
Okay, so in Toy Story 4, you remember the end of 3, and he gives the little girl all of his old toys?
Yeah.
So that's their new kid, and they all love the new little girl. And it's her first day of kindergarten, I think, or pre-K or so. She goes to school for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And so she goes to school. She doesn't want to be at school. When she gets to school, she's not happy there. And then one day they're doing an arts and crafts project, and they end up making their own little characters. They use like pieces of basically trash, essentially, like whatever they want. And so she gets a spork literally out of the trash can, and glues googly eyes, and takes a pipe cleaner and makes little arms out of it, and then glues like these little, I forget what it was, she glued the bottom of his feet. It was like his little feet. And so she calls him Forky. That's what she ends up naming him. Okay. So later in the movie, Forky and Woody doesn't want her to have Forky because he's jealous, I guess, or whatever. Basically the same lesson he learned in the first movie.
I was about to say, isn't that the same one as Buzz?
It almost feels like it was supposed to be a loose reboot, kind of, but it wasn't. Because there's some other stuff that happens. But like basically Woody really evolves as a character in this one. To the point of the fact that Tom Hanks wanted to not do the voice for anymore is the reason why they wrote him off at the end of the movie. Anyway, that's just another big spoiler for the movie. But one scene, he tries to kick Forky out of an RV, and he ends up falling out with him because he regrets it at the last moment. And so the two of them are stuck on the side of the road, and they're trying to catch up to the RV that's traveling ahead of them at full speed. And as they're walking, they both start getting tired. Woody's getting annoyed with Forky because he's a dumb toy. He's a child, essentially, right? He's a childlike mind because he's very young and new. It's also his imagination of his personality is created by a 5-year-old. So,
yeah,
what personality could he possibly have, really? But at one point they're walking, and he says, "Woody, I know your problem. You're trash too." Thank you for giving me the name. And yeah, he's Popsicle. That's right. Yeah, that's what it was for the beat, Popsicle.
Lol. All right.
Yeah, that was that.
Okay. Put that on your back and let's go.
Oh, on the back.
On the back. On your back.
It.
Like a little gremlin.
Yeah, that is exactly what it feels like. Okay.
I am. I'm a jockey.
A jockey? Oh yeah. Too.
See, kids, that was from a game called Left 4 Dead 2. See, that's a game Valve made. Yes, I know. Steam, Steam's creators, Valve making video games, very odd, but it did happen. Has been years, but you have to go all the way down. You can't go this high.
No, I have to go north. No, I went the wrong direction. I was being map confused.
Sasha, he's been trying to convince Forky he's a toy now before he says, I'm literally trash.
Yeah, I'm literally trash. Yeah, it has a full circle effect.
Aww.
Yeah. Are we doing this fate?
Yeah, here it is, over here.
We're doing this wind-touched Aether Sand, which is not going to attack us, right? Yeah, oh yeah, I did it.
Yep.
Look, it's more than 2.
Oh my gosh.
What are you doing? Fight the limb cutter. Fight the bone cleaver or whatever.
Well, that's great.
Fight the soil seer?
Yeah, I fought the pooper duper.
This is soil seer. That's
the soil feeder, yeah.
Not soil feeder. That's what he's doing now. Die.
We got it.
Bravo. That was quite a show adventure. Why the spectacle proved so enthralling that all thoughts of Aether Sand spilled my mind. No, it slipped my mind, not spilled.
They spilled out like broken glass.
I appear to have forfeited our little race. Congratulations. The wind-touched abrasive is yours. And yet, having been treated to such a memorable performance, I cannot help feeling the greater prize is mine. This iniquity must not stand. I insist that you accept a token of my appreciation. Payment for this entertainment will be waiting for you to the east, in a clearing within Proud Creek. Pray retrieve the gift ere it is crushed beneath the iron feet of the Dalahans.
Okay, now let's go pick up the water one, because that's what he dropped.
Yeah, what is this little game he wanted to play?
I don't know. I don't care. Get me in the tower, please.
I bet it's a dragon. Who else can talk to you in your mind from a distance? And if this is before, if this happens before, yeah, sure. I mean, there's not many of those dragons. If this happened before Heavensward, then it would be very mysterious to someone talking to us in our mind.
It's like, I wonder what this could be. I wonder what creature we'll be running into soon. This.
It's the Dullahan.
Oh, okay. I don't care.
I'm out. It's not even scary. Maybe this big. I'm almost as big as him normally. Like,
he's a couple heads tall. Well, would be one more head taller, but
that was funny. Now, what were you expecting? I took the liberty of refining the ore from Earth's gift into Aether Sand. Do keep it safe, adventurer.
Thank you.
Let you accuse me of playing games, you should know the thought of relinquishing my prize never once crossed my mind until I saw you in action. Such deeds must needs be.
That's what I'm talking about. Effort being rewarded. See?
It is my vocation, you see, to record history as it is made by mortal men, and I much prefer to chronicle the accomplishments of the bold and the mighty.
What about the meek and the humble? That's what really matters. I got a book for you.
I'm pretty sure this is a dragon. Thus, it is my fervent wish that you continue your career in the same courage and zeal you have shown today. We shall meet again, adventurer, and sooner than you may imagine. It's Midgard.
It's gotta be like Midgard.
It's Midgard. It's gotta be Midgard.
Man, you piece of crap. All right, let's just head back. Maybe we can finally go into the tower now, please. Why? Okay, well, he's dead. Are you happy?
I was hoping more would fight me, like this guy.
What the freaking are you doing?
He fought me. He was attacking me. You didn't see it? It was attacking me.
Oh.
It legit was attacking. I don't know why.
Why'd you take the Dullahan?
I don't know. It's fun.
I don't know. Yeah. I don't like him. He was bigger than me.
Yeah, no. It was,
now he's not.
Now he's dead. Now he's a soul. Now he's a soil seer. I don't know. I just wanted to like attack it. I don't know.
I mean, you can.
I honestly want to know how many hits it would take. I was afraid one hit kill him, and I was a little disappointed.
You wanted to one hit poke him?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if you did like a strong attack, it would like kill him.
I just
Because the
did
first
that.
thing you did was a poke, right? Like just
Yeah,
like,
no, I just did a basic attack. I was curious.
Well, then yeah,
attack.
that's not gonna kill him one shot.
But I don't even think my like what the heck.
What?
The Advanced Wars tank flying is so cool.
Oh my god! I missed it. I missed it.
They just fly again, I think. But yeah, I'll say something. Oh, I don't know if my first hit of my combo would do enough damage anyway because it's not very strong. The third hit of my combo is the one that does the most damage.
Combo breaker.
Yeah, you have to let me build up my damage.
Move your head a little bit, up and down. Okay, you're good. Want to check?
My mouth is moving.
Yeah, I just wanted to see because I couldn't see on the thing. So
It's a little bit laggy, like.
No, that's fine. It's fine. This lady has a really cool outfit. I really like it. I really like it.
I like it.
I like it.
What news of your mission? Are we closer to acquiring the remaining erases?
Yes, we have them. Please let us go inside. I beg of you. I could probably just ran through.
Another step where we must collect 4 more items of the same crap.
Please. This is not Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, alright? We are not having the 17,000.
We have to do this 12 times, okay? It's required.
I love that game, but holy crap.
Both! I shall have Master Garland begin work on the crystals immediately.
Yeah, you do that. You freaking do that.
Ooh. Gee, you need the high elixir, don't you?
Yeah, sure.
1? Oh, it's 3. I guess dog.
He did it.
There. That should do the trick. Those are horns. What are we supposed to do with that?
Don't be so horny. Here's your line.
Excellent work. We now possess all 4 of the fangs required to pierce the Crystal Tower's defenses. My compliments, Master Garland. Oh, it was a trifling matter.
I'm so damn smart.
Insert name here. Here is the one you should be thanking. Here's the one you should be thanking. I'm so whatever. Anyway, by my reckoning, there's nothing stopping us from striding up to the Allegans' front door.
Please can we do that? That sounds wonderful.
You can't go without us, Chief.
Yeah, we know who this is.
How would I do that?
Daddy!
Biggs, Wedge, come to lend a hand, have you? Well, it's not every day you get the chance to study the wonders of the Allagan Empire, is it? The technology makes Garlemald's look ancient. It's ironic because theirs is even ancienter.
Technically, kinda.
I appreciate your enthusiasm, lads, I really do. But we're not here to take this knowledge for ourselves. Twice in the last decade, the promise of unimaginable power has prompted men to meddle with technology that do not understand. And the realm has been dragged onto the very brink of oblivion on both occasions. We shall not be so irresponsible as to risk another. Wedge, do you recall our company's creed?
Yes, Chief. It's, freedom through technology.
Exactly, freedom. When we forsook our homeland, we swore that we would have no truck. What? Huh?
You make a comment on Oblivion.
Oh.
Such was
would have no truck with machines that could be used to promote tyranny. That has not changed. Should you feel tempted to break your oath, remember this: the wonders of all the wonders of the all-knowing Allagan Empire could not save their civilization, and have damn near doomed ours twice. That is why we must explore the Crystal Tower and, if needs be, seal away its secrets.
Appropriated for world conquer. I mean, yeah, that first one.
Literally not to do that. His the gauntlet, the like pattern they use for the Ironworks armor makes me think of the Spider-Man the Iron Spider armor suit, the original, not the one from MCU, but the one from the comics, the like the black and silver look. Anyway, a compelling viewpoint. It is unyielding. Its unyielding will. Oh my gosh! It is unyielding wills such as yours that have defined the course of history. Estinian?
Excuse me?
Impa? So, you returned at last. What, pray tell, has kept you so wholly preoccupied that you could not spare a moment to inform me of your progress or preservation?
I guess you do them. You've been doing it this whole time. Have fun.
Why, the task you assigned me to, of course. Surely you have not forgotten about the Aether Sand. I tasked a passing adventurer with delivering it. A more capable courier I cannot imagine. Someone familiar? Who is this?
I think it's some guy they know and we don't. Like, I think it's their guy.
Is he a male Makote?
Yeah. You don't exist. Well, actually, Dodger plays one, but, that's the other one.
Greetings, adventurer. Did I not say we would meet again?
A boy
I believe introduction is in order. I am Grahatia.
Yeah,
one
they
of the
always do that.
students of Baldasan. I look forward to joining you on your groundbreaking expedition. How is he talking to us in our mind? Was he using a link pearl?
I think that was more of like the mysterious, like, woo. I don't know why they use that text font though.
Grahatia has been assigned to the project as an observer. I hope you will forgive him his eccentricities and welcome him as one of our own.
Sure, whatever.
Oh.
Cat girl, cat boy.
So then our fellowship is complete, and I'll stand ready to step into the unknown. The 3 cheers for Noah. Who's Noah?
Yeah, what the crap is this guy? Oh, here we go.
Noah?
Yeah.
That is the name I have chosen for our little collective. Given our differing backgrounds, we cannot very well call ourselves the Sons of Saint Koinok. Can we? And we must have a memorable appellation if our adventure is to leave its mark in the annals of history. I could claim that Noah stands for Nominated Observers of Artifacts Historical, and so it does, technically. But my true reason for choosing this name stems from the fact that it is shared by a vaunted Allagan archmagus.
He built a boat and survived the great.
I like the sound of that.
Yeah, I bet it's going to be...
Do you like animals?
Very well. Now that the pressing matter of what to call ourselves has been settled, it is time we set forth to brave the outer defenses of the Crystal Tower. Is everyone ready to depart?
Yes, please.
Wedge.
Yes. Can we leave?
Ready!
Penny! I have no one.
Literally all me. All my voices.
Echo your own voice. Do it. Make it cool.
Ready.
Ready.
She looks cool. She got like a
ready.
Alright, let's go in.
That's the same person.
What? No, not her. There was another one that was a night girl. She does look cool though.
Gotta talk to Grahatia.
That was it.
I want to see what... Oh, okay, yeah, for yours is different. So for mine it says, gentlemen. Yours says, esteemed colleagues.
Because mine says female.
With me, it's all men. For you, it make it one woman.
All
the
men.
Secrets of ancient Allag. I'm not drunk. The secrets of ancient Allag beckon. Let's not keep them waiting any longer, adventurer. You and I will join the engineers at the Crystal Tower's main gateway, where we will endeavor to neutralize the structure's outer defenses. Rambros, meanwhile, will remain here and oversee the operation. Given my knowledge of Allagan history, it seems logical that I should lead the expedition itself, though I admit the role does not exactly befit my status as an observer. Still, we can but make use of the resources at hand, assuming all are in agreement. Let us proceed forthwith to the large, lopsided gate found to the southeast.
Sasha, I swear I've watched you guys play this before. No, Sasha, there are just many quests that are like this.
This is Final Fantasy.
This is how this works.
Do you like to play Final Fantasy?
I like the game, but I only like it for the story and the characters and the world that they're building because they do a good job of cohesiveness. Genuinely, yes.
You gotta angle your camera while I was angling it though, because I was looking up your skirt.
Hold on. God, this is hard. This is hard.
All you gotta do is zoom in. It's easy.
I'm waiting for the plot, guys.
Wait, where am I going?
But no, seriously.
No, where's the plot at though, Icarus?
Keep going down this. You have to go down through this. Oh no.
Looks right.
No. Go up. This is leading nowhere. Yeah, just keep going down this path.
What? Oh, I can't tell which way is forward, which is back. Right
there
now.
It is. It's right there. It's right below us. I'm gonna get off.
Oh, get off.
I can't get off.
I'll get you off. That sounds dirty.
Good.
This? Oh, destination. I see it now. It was so hard to see because it's sparkling on the sparkles.
Everything's all sparkly.
It's two sparkles.
Right. Waiting. Pull up the gate so we go in. Waiting.
Wait, what about ladies in waiting? What? Those are called waitresses, Matthew. Sorry. I'm losing my mind.
Well, don't lose it yet. You got more stuff to read.
Oh, yeah. Okay, this is... The Crystal Tower lies beyond this portal. Now comes the interesting part. Sid, you are the only one of our number who has ever crossed this threshold. I ask you to take the lead for the present. Please go kill yourself.
I don't want to be walking out there.
I mean, so what are the horns like? They're just gonna stab the elemental door defense or whatever.
Like we hold them out and then they lightning rod to it. Maybe I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh yeah, so you have to walk past these. So you just like hold it up and probably lightning rods. Abismo! Hey guys, listen while I mow the lawn. I'd love to hear Epsilion's thoughts on Obi-Wan at some point. No pressure. Oh yeah, you're supposed to voice your thoughts. You can. I mean, nothing important's happening. Lord knows.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All right. How about
dialogue?
Yeah.
Read the dialogue. It's okay. I say the energy radiating from these statues is palpable. Lucky for us, Lucky for us that it is. One might otherwise stroll past them. Feast your eyes on the elemental defenses which prompted our lengthy preparations. These I don't know why I just did a vampire accent. Sorry. These sentinels meant would-be intruders from... I can't read an accent, I'm losing it. Intruders from advancing to within 20 yalms of the tower's inner reaches. I have like not heard Sean Connery talk in so long. I've forgotten how to do his accent basically. It's that bad.
Watch a movie.
I think you watch watch Indiana Jones. Or something. Go watch League of Extraordinary Gentlemen. Get to hear him as Alan Quartermain for like half the movie. No matter how swift they may be.
Bogus.
Happily, the crystal fangs we took such pains to craft should spare us the inconvenience of instantaneous annihilation. Here, allow me to demonstrate. So, like, you just pierce the doorway? Chief, it's too...
Nope.
Dangerous to allow anyone else to risk his life testing one? Quite right. I made the damn things. It's my job to see that they work.
No.
I would not hold it that way. Wouldn't you hold, like, the pointy part or something towards it?
Jeez. Alright, well, it worked.
I'd like to have seen how the Allag actually expected you to go.
Oh my god, did you see pigs?
Yeah. That's like the Rogdian celebration.
That's incredible.
I can do it too.
Why don't you do it more?
I, for one, am convinced, friends. Ready your fangs.
Ready your fangs.
It's because he's a Makote. I almost said a Mithra. I said Mithra earlier, didn't I?
Maybe?
My Final Fantasy 11 and 14 race issues, like the mixing up of them, is so bad I can never remember which one's which, because they're analogs, they made them so similar.
That's the point, they just wanted to reuse
I actually can't remember what Rognians are called in 11. I didn't like them in 11. They were more bear-like in 11, though. And this one, they could be there's the one tribe that's like more sea-looking oriented, and they look more like they're like some kind of weird water creature, like a, I don't know, they have like eel-like skin. The last one is yours, old friend. It seemed only right.
Okay.
We're the what's it called? The
dragonish kind of skill people. I don't know what they're called.
No, we're the anchor.
What? Oh, we're the anchor. I thought you were talking about the analogous for the
yeah. Sorry, like eel skin or dragon skin or not those, not the all raw or whatever, not those guys. No, I'm saying like the Rogdian. There's a tribe that has like a greenish. Really? Yeah, when you're doing the character creator, you can pick like one's brownish, one's greenish, and the brownish ones are like the ones that are like from like the mainland, and then the greenish ones are the ones like what Biggs actually looks like, that greenish color. But like their skin texture also looks a little bit different if you look at like the body, like the upper body when they're not wearing clothes.
I try not to look at the textures here.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. I cannot wait for the DirectX 12 update, and then also abandoning PS3 support. I think is what it's still. Is it the PS3 or PS4 it's looking back right now? I can't remember which one. I think it might be PS4. I think PS3 is already out. Actually, you can't play on that anymore. Like they don't do updates for it anymore. But the PS4 might be the one that's holding back the rendering now. Anyway, haha, we did it! So much for those outer defenses. Indeed, the entrance to the tower is near at hand. My blood fairly sings with anticipation. Okay.
Oh gosh.
I don't like this guy.
Yeah, I don't like him either.
Speaking of blood, I have a proposal for the next stage of the expedition. I suggest we wait here while insert name here and a party of his adventuring companions enter the tower. What? Without us? I thought we came here to survey the entire structure. We did, and we will. But our investigations must proceed at a more measured pace. If the outside of the palace, outside of the place, is this well defended, can you imagine what awaits us on the inside? Only a true hero could reasonably hope to brave the hazards ahead and live to tell the tale. Insert name here fits that description. Oh, I keeps messing with me. Insert name here fits the description better than anyone I know.
Also was Epsilion and MBTI. I've been reading, by the way, I've been deep diving. MBTI is apparently pop psychology. It does not have good reliability basis, so as much as I love it, not really probably good to go by.
It can be used like a what's the word I'm looking for?
The only personality test that has reliable basis behind it is the Big Five. That has actual good scientific evidence behind it. For
the Myers-Briggs test, you can.
It's fine.
Like it gives you like a rough idea, but you shouldn't you can't hold it up. Like people have become so like attached to it, like it's like this defines me. Like no, it really doesn't.
Yeah, it's
like I was about to say for me, I'm an INTJ on some days, and some days I'm an INFJ.
Yep. So it's very like all over the place.
Yeah, like I'm like almost 50-50 on TNF. It's like I've taken the test, and some days it's 52% T.
When was the last time you took it?
I think we did. Like you brought it up on a stream, and I ended up taking it to see where I felt at that time. And I think that one was actually literally 50-50 when I took it. It was like it told me T, but when I looked at the results, it was 50-50. And I was like, then why did it tell me T? They should have told me combo.
Sasha, I'm an ambivert.
Yeah,
I'm kind of surprised. You're very extroverted usually, but you know, you never know a person.
I think it's relative because I think we've had this conversation before. I keep telling her she's extroverted compared to us. Like you, our closer friends, like even our closer friends we share, we're all pretty introverted. So
yeah,
she definitely comes across as more extroverted to us. When we talk to her, our interfacing with her makes her seem more extroverted than we are, right? So. I agree with her though. I've seen her in moments. She is kind of more introverted, so like more than you would imagine.
It's
probably.
Fine. It's just telling you the answers. Yeah, there's no test as definitive means of categorizing. It's a bad idea. Yeah, you don't want to do that. People are too complex. That's fair. But the Big Five can tell you about your like proficiencies and stuff. I'll be taking that. I plan on my birthday doing the MBTI test again. Whoa, I wonder what I'll get. It's always so. Okay. Reliability may not be for a lot of people. I get INFJ all the time, hard, forever. So it has some reliability, but and I'll be doing the Big Five as well. So I'll try to grab up a couple. So that's my plan for the birthday.
Is the Big Five? Is there? Do you know the guy who made that?
No.
The doctor who came up with it.
I've heard the name. I can't remember.
I had to do something for work, and it was It had like 30 different categories because it helps you figure out your personality, but also like what your
aptitude.
Like what it's not aptitude, but it's like the things that you are better at, right? And like basically like how to like, and then what they do is they tell you these are your top 5. And so when you're working on a project or when you're being assigned work, you should focus on these 5 things you're already great at, because then you'll be more efficient for the company. Is the idea, at least, like that's a concept.
That's what they're all trying to do. Is like
try to help
most proficient, most like effective,
especially
efficient,
when using a work capacity, like when your company's trying to make you.
Sasha, Big 5. The Big 5 is a personality test that is used by a lot of different organizations, and there's just 5 like different. The 16 personalities quiz that everyone takes for Myers-Briggs actually is not a Myers-Briggs test. It's an abomination crossover of Myers-Briggs and the Big 5. That's why you get INFJ, A, or whatever the other one is, because they're trying to appropriate to those 5. The 5 are introversion, extroversion, openness to experience and something else, neuroticism and something else, agreeableness, disagreeableness, and then I can't remember. But there are 5 like spectrums of like aptitude or like personality aptitude towards things, and you actually you like want to be the higher version of each. Like you don't want to be super neurotic, you want to be open, you want to be extroverted, stuff like that. So it's not so much a personality test to tell you who you are, it's more about, hey, where are you on the spectrum, what can you do to improve to get you more towards these, because these are the ones you want to get for. Sasha, I have no personality. Oh no, you have a personality.
That's funny.
Devismo, Disc is popular in business, not to the one though. Yeah, there's a bunch of them floating around.
I don't think it was Disc. I cannot remember what it was. I'm trying to see if I can find.
There's also the Enneagram. The Enneagram is a big one too. There's 8 different personality aspects, and you lie with one, and then a wing of one is your secondary, and then another one on the opposite is like your antithesis. So you might be an 8 wing 7 with antithesis of like 2 or something. I'll try to do all of these on my birthday to see where I end up on all of them, because Myers-Briggs is the only one I've really done a lot of. I've taken the Big 5 before, but it's been a very long time.
I'm trying to find out. It might be the big, because I've read something. The Big 5 has a 30 subscale. Maybe that was. I remember there being 30 categories.
Sasha, you hate personality tests? I hate the self-assessments that my job makes me do. I don't hate personality tests. I actually really like them. I like them probably more than I should. That's why I try to like stay away, because I like to categorize more than I should. So I try to not do it as much, because I'll start to rabbit hole and be like, oh, this is who I am. What I think it's like, no, it's just there as a help. We don't do it in assessments like that. We don't do it. Funny enough, the psychology work, we don't do anything. I guess they expect us to know who we are at this point.
I know the one that I did, you had to pay for. Yeah, like our company paid for it, and it was like a internal proprietary. Like the doctor created it, made the website too, like the one that ran the test. So I can't remember what it was. I can't remember the names. I can't even like begin to Google for it. I tried looking for some personal.
Go on ahead and finish your reading, so you can talk about what we want before we go.
If it is not, and it is not as if we shall be idle in his absence. This is Sid's voice.
Yeah.
And it is not as if we shall be idle in his absence. While insert name here and his companions are risking life and limb to beat us to a path to the tower, we can set about analyzing this rebel for evidence of how its technologies function. Your knowledge of ancient lore will be invaluable in that endeavor, historian Grahatia. I think I remember Valerie talking about Grahatia at some point.
Okay.
No, I've said his name a few times. Bah. Do you ever tire of being right, old man? Ahem. Insert name here. As it seems, I won't be accompanying you, and allow me to at least to provide some. Actually, I skipped the dialogue. I keep doing that. My mouse, I'm like holding it just a little bit too hard. Allow me to at least provide some instruction. The maze that surrounds the base of the tower is known as the Labyrinth of the Ancients. During the initial foray, I suggest you concentrate on ridding the place of hostile elements. When you are reasonably certain the maze is secure, contact me via link shell and we shall join you post-haste. No matter what Master Garland says. Yes, I think it was Strengths Finder or something like that. I think that's what it was. Yes, okay. That sounds.
I'll take that too. I need to have a list of these things.
Well, I think you have to pay for that one, so you might have to like
Okay,
You might
maybe
be
not
able to
that.
find a freebie version of it, but I literally think I forgot the guy's name. I think it was Strengths Finder, though. I think you'd reason that's what it was. That sounds familiar. Yeah, it's from Gallup. That's the site that runs it. But like that's Clifton Strength. That's what it's called. Clifton Strengths.
Okay.
That was the name.
Let's take a look. Okay,
I don't know if you can do it for free.
If not, I won't do it. But
no, you have to pay. Or at least from Gallup. You might be able to find someone else who hosts the test that's not Gallup. Oh, you can pay for it on Amazon. They have like a license you can buy. What? $40.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the book itself, like what like the explanation of each strength is and everything from Don Clifton. I honestly don't know if I should like believe anything it told me. I mean, I agree that some of it was accurate, but like I can see those things are true like for myself without even explaining it to me. But anyway,
yeah, most of it is.
Yeah, I think it falls in that same category of like this is helpful, but it's not like this doesn't really like guide you on what you should do with yourself exactly. Though we would prefer if any relics you encounter remained intact, you have leave to do whatever it is necessary to secure ingress to the upper levels of the tower. Fortune go with you.
Yeah, great. Okay, can I leave now? Can I go in it?
When's the duty?
Boy, I'm so glad we got to do it this time.
Oh, cool. We got like magic warp door.
We get to look at it closely. Man, that's so good. Oh, good. We have access right as the stream's gonna come to an end soon. That's great. God, I hate. This is the kind of stuff the game. Okay, I love this game. There are two issues I have. One is the combat is tap target. We've already talked about it. Two is the preparation for the stuff. Like I am fine doing preparation to get into a dungeon, but holy crap, the stuff they make you do.
Okay,
it's
so
pretty bad.
Did you get the pop-up what this is?
No, yes, but I clicked off it.
Duties for Alliance. This duty is designed to be undertaken by an alliance, a squad of 24 adventurers formed of 3 full parties.
Oh my God.
This battle composition is reserved for large-scale duties only. While you are in Alliance, the class job icons and HP bars of Alliance members will appear to the right of the party list. By joining forces with other parties, you can achieve that which could otherwise be impossible. So there's a new mechanic of how you organize your parties within.
Oh my God! I just want to sign up and do it, but not now. Obviously, we'll down the time.
Okay.
We can't do it
through the portal, Chris. I'm through the portal. You cheated.
What?
We're supposed to come around.
Okay, one more. Okay, hold on.
Ruin my joke.
Oh, there you are.
The entrance. Yeah. Is it over? It's not.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I wanted to enter, and it's disappointing we don't get to today. Bothers me. Okay, so what do we have to do? Like, do we just click on it and...
Can't fly? What? Can't fly
oh,
here?
I see. Okay, so you just have to click on it and enter.
Yeah. It starts the duty, doesn't it?
Yeah, it will if we do it. Okay, great. All right, let's go to a place that has...
Sanctuary.
Yeah, because this is not... of course it doesn't.
No, it's definitely not Sanctuary.
Holy crap. Where is the Sanctuary?
I'm gonna get killed.
No, we blew it up. It should be fine. They blew it up!
What if I die? What if I die?
Revenant's Toll, take me there.
I was obliterated.
You're dead. Okay, Epsilion. We're going to the end here.
Back?
You can go with my work if you want.
Okay.
Okay.
I was just gonna walk to the edge and...
We're coming to the end. I need to do devotional, but before we do, I want going ahead and give us your spiel.
How about Obi-Wan?
Obi-Wan, let's go!
Alright, so I had to rewatch it after I watched it, because I watched it like way I was staying up late. I watched it really early in the morning when I finally had time to, and I was too tired still, so I didn't really get to process it. But rewatching it, yeah, I mean that final fight between them was interesting. Gosh,
Spoilers for Obi-Wan,
yes.
by the way, guys.
Yeah,
but he's going to speak openly, so we gotta ask if you don't want to hear it. God bless you. You can stick around for the devotional, but you don't have to. All right, go on ahead. You can spoil everything.
So, I mean, there's a lot of emotional closure, I guess, from it. I think that was good because they I like how they made it so that Obi-Wan, still resented what happened on Mustafar, and basically they actually made Vader give him his out. Like he knows now that Vader, that it wasn't Obi-Wan's fault that Anakin turned and was technically killed. It also made it so that line about how from a certain point of view or whatever, that how Anakin was dead.
Not from my perspective.
I mean, yeah.
You mean like
Luke's like, you told me my father.
Not. Yeah, my father.
Yeah, you told me my father was killed by Vader. If it turns out Vader is my father, and Obi-Wan's rebuttal is from a certain point of view.
Yeah.
Which and that it was him explaining, like, from my perspective,
he is
the
dead.
man who was your father was killed by the darkness within himself and became a whole other personality, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So like they kind of like hinted at that, but there was everything unofficial that really made it like that's what they meant exactly. I guess, and it really added weight to it there in that final scene where Anakin says, "You didn't kill me, I killed the last of Anakin Skywalker," or whatever. I don't remember exactly how he's phrased it, but paraphrasing. And then I don't know. I guess I didn't care about. I wasn't against, but I wasn't also with the idea of what happened with Leia. Like having her in the show felt kind of. I mean, it actually, I feel like it caused more trouble than it made it make more sense for the franchise as a whole. Like him going to protect her is good. That's fine. That's a good. I guess that's like a really good way of making it so that he knows he still has a responsibility. Like he doesn't need to stay separated from the living will of the Force because he screwed up. Like he needs to keep trying because he has a purpose. Basically, it's like when someone's like down on their faith, even it's kind of similar. Actually, the way they portray it was very similar to that. Like you totally shutting out and like going away from it because you think you messed up so bad you can't contribute anymore. It's not.
Well, hold on. Spoilers for a different Star Wars movie. Is it like with Last Jedi with Luke?
Yeah, actually,
that's what he did, right?
I think that's they're trying to draw a parallel. So the difference there is that Obi-Wan cut off from, he cut off from the living Force. He didn't cut off from the cosmic Force, I believe, is kind of how the way they describe it. Because he still describes like how it feels to feel the Force. He's still aware of things, but he's not as aware of them as he could be. And that's also kind of like him learning a lesson from Qui-Gon, because Qui-Gon was all about the living Force. That was like his whole deal, was that the living Force is more important and actually guides those who are alive, basically those who are in the living world, to be able to contribute to the Force or contribute to the will of the Force correctly. That was like that was Qui-Gon's whole thing. So like Obi-Wan being so upset and like turned off from all of existence, basically, from what happened, he didn't like completely shut himself off from the Force. He didn't intentionally do it. Now Luke, during the Last Jedi, for some reason, or during the 30 years, like, or not 30 years, sorry, because it's not the whole time. At whatever point he finally realized that Ochi of Bassoon killed Rey's parents, I believe that's about when something around there is when he finally decided to cut himself off from the Force, and go into hiding. I believe that was the reason, if I remember correctly. But like he cut himself off from the Force, both the living and the cosmic Force. So he couldn't feel, and nothing else could. Like the Force could not feel him. And that was like Rey said when she went to go I don't know if it's the novelization or if it's in the movie, in the actual like words in the movie, but when she reaches out with the Force to Luke, it's a void. There's nothing there. Like he is not. The Force is not with him. There is no Force around him or through him. It's almost like he like prevented anything that was part of the Force from being around him. Pushed it out, right? So Obi-Wan didn't do all that. He just couldn't sense the living Force anymore. And then as he was called back into action, it comes back to him. And also the final scene of the movie, the TV show, the Obi-Wan TV show, is Qui-Gon reveals himself and says, "I was with you the whole time. You just weren't ready. You just couldn't see me." And it's because the living Force.
I was with you. You weren't noticing me there. You weren't perceiving.
Sorry. Yeah. I don't remember the exact wording, but the
idea is that I didn't see it. I'm guessing.
Okay, yes, it's basically that. Yeah, the point is that Qui-Gon was with him the whole time, but because Obi-Wan was so cut off from the living Force, which is what Qui-Gon uses to manifest himself, that's what allows the dead Jedi to return as Force ghosts. he couldn't sense him at all. So that concept is awesome. Like that worked. Like that part of the arc of like, okay, Obi-Wan's cut himself off, and by coming back to it, he's more not enthralled, but he's just more deeper into it, right? So much so that he can actually see Force Ghost and work with them. Like that's a great
that's
thing
good
to do for this filler series that we didn't have those details for. Like Revenge of the Sith at the very end, Yoda tells Obi-Wan, an old friend has returned, and he will show us the way, how to communicate with him. Like it's heavily hinted Qui-Gon is a Force Ghost now, which is funny because Qui-Gon never showed up in anything in the original trilogy. So the only thing he actually shows up in is Obi-Wan as a Force Ghost for real. He's a disembodied voice in. They play clips of his audio in the prequel trilogy. I think it was actually in Revenge of the Sith. There's a couple spots where his voice can be heard, but they're like echoes of what he said. It's not like new lines from Liam Neeson. In the Clone Wars, there's lines from Liam Neeson. He talks to Yoda, and he talks to. I think he actually appears as a Force Ghost to Anakin on I forgot the name of the planet. It was a Force Nexus, where like the Force was so strong that there were literally 3 beings there that represented the light, the dark, and then like the balance of the Force, essentially.
Oh yeah, that was in Clone Wars or whatever, right?
Yeah, it's in Clone Wars, and then I remember is it Mortis? It's something like that. I can't remember the name of the planet now. It's been too long since I watched it, but like Liam Neeson actually reprised he was the voice in the Clone Wars when he comes back, when he talks to Yoda, and in that scene with the Anakin, he is Liam Neeson. Like it's actually him voice acting. And they made a 3 character for the part where he speaks to Anakin in that nexus of the Force. I guess the idea there was that the Force is so thin there that the living Force was able to manifest him as a Force Ghost more easily than it normally would, and that like he gets better at it by the time of Revenge of the Sith because he's also appeared to Yoda. Like he speaks to Yoda in Clone Wars. I actually filled that gap in why Yoda's able to tell Obi-Wan that at the end of Revenge of the Sith. Because right before Revenge of the Sith, Yoda goes on like a spiritual journey to understand the living Force better and become a better Jedi because of it. Basically taking on the attributes that Qui-Gon was good about, and then Yoda was so focused on the cosmic Force he just ignored the living Force. Essentially, was basically the problem. It is the contribution to why the Jedi fell. Why they were so perceptible to the Sith like underminings. What Palpatine did essentially with the Republic. But I think that arc of Obi-Wan, like cut off, comes back, has a stronger understanding of living Force. That's awesome. Like that makes the better for the entire series, the entire continuity of Star Wars. Him having to have Leia be the literal damsel in distress. She's a child. It's not really a damsel. You know what I mean? But that concept, like, it didn't have to be Leia. It could have been anybody. Why? Like yes, Leia is a good reason to bring him out of hiding on Tatooine, but why not?
So you think it was kind of a cop out?
Like, I almost feel like they really just wanted to show young Leia. Like they needed an excuse to put a young Leia on screen because they want more Leia screen time. They want Leia to be a more important character than she was. Which, I mean, she was an important character. Like A New Hope, she's a very important character. But like her, like the way that she was kind of hidden from everything, she never knew anything about the Jedi originally. Like that's how like it like she heard tales of Jedi. Like she and Han have a similar understanding of the Force and Jedi. In A New Hope, right? In the original series, like she doesn't. She's heard of things. Like she's heard that there were these magic wizards that helped during the Clone Wars, that worked with the Republic government, but she doesn't know. She never saw any. They were already gone by the time she was old enough to remember. And everything that they hear, it sounds like it's magic fantasy because people can't do that stuff. They don't see people using their minds to move things around or to like feel other people's emotions or read their minds. None of that happens. So like to them, they never see. Like, there's technically like Palpatine and Vader and then the Inquisitors going around that can do that stuff, but it's rare. It's not a common occurrence, and it's not like it's not done in a way where it's public where everybody finds out about them doing it. It's more like those are the secrets of the higher up of the Empire, like farther up, that only like the more powerful people in the Empire know about, and like the old like people who were part of Coruscant in the original Republic. The original, sorry, the Republic, what's it called? The Grand Republic? I forgot the name of they called it. Is the New Republic? I always forget the names.
You know more than I do. I don't remember.
The Republic is what happens after the Empire falls. I think it's just called the Republic because there's also the Old Republic and there's the High Republic. Anyway, yeah. So it's government bodies. Star Wars all have the same name essentially. It's kind of annoying. But yeah, so like the Republic, people who are part of that, like Senator Bail Organa, who is Leia's dad, right, her adopted father. Like he remembers Jedi because he was there. He saw them. Like Mom Moth remembers Jedi. She was there in Coruscant and saw the Jedi Council that helped lead them. Like they are aware of those things. They saw the people they know. But the younger generations just think it's like this crazy. Like Han, I think was technically alive during the Empire takeover, like the start of it, like the very beginning. But he was like a child or an infant or something. Like, he was young, very young. And he was also an orphan on a planet that basically built ships and did nothing else. There was no Jedi presence there. So, like, or very little if there was. So, like, he had no reason to have seen one even as a child. I don't remember exactly how old he was during, but he had no reason to have seen a Jedi. So he also thought it was nonsense. Like, he believed that it couldn't possibly exist given how, how things worked out, how things were. And now the newer stuff, they actually started retconning where Han actually was a Force sensitive. That's why he was so lucky all the time.
So that's what his manifested as.
Yeah, and that's also why him like understanding how the Force works, not just because Ben is his son, but like he also kind of like he can't use it in the sense of like most real Force sensitives can. Like Finn is probably more inclined to use it, right?
Right.
He can a lightsaber and everything in Force Awakens, but Han just coincidentally used it for his piloting skills. Like he would have probably have been. They also did this thing where they took the name Skywalker actually as a term from the Outer Rim. So it's like there were people in the older generations, like thousands of years prior to the Skywalker saga, that were spacefarers that travel through the far reaches of space that were like difficult to get through, like asteroid belts, whatever planet systems that were hard, and they didn't have computers or advanced enough to map to do the hyperspace travel. So they had to rely on people who had Force sensitivity to fly them through those dangerous areas in hyperspace, so they wouldn't come out inside of a planet or inside of an asteroid belt or whatever and kill themselves, right? So they relied on the Force to do that, and those people were called Skywalkers, and so they had the ability to like travel through space. That's why Skywalker kind of makes sense in that sense, right? It's not just like a catchy name. And so it's implied that where they're building up for that is that they're implying that a lot of the people who were Skywalkers just kind of like ended up on the Outer Rim and like kind of fizzled out to not being anybody important. Like they like not every generation had a lot of Force sensitivity. If they did, it wasn't really that big of a deal. And the Jedi even weren't going after them to like raise them. They just were mildly Force sensitive. To the point like a lot of them just became like poor people or slaves in the Outer Rim, which is how Shmi Anakin's mom became a slave. Like she was a descendant of the Skywalker basically, and so she took the last, kind of like how like immigrants get weird last names like based on their job, or like even like in like feudal systems, the people's last names just whatever their job title was, right? And usually multiple generations of the same family kept because they like passed the skills on to their children, so they just got the same like blacksmith or whatever, it becomes Smith, right? So you have John Smith and their son John Smith II, right? Just would continue on because they'd always be Smiths. So it's kind of like that. That's where the Skywalker thing is supposed to now come from. They're kind of doing that with it, but yeah. So like I don't know, Leia being the one who had to pull Obi-Wan back to that point. Sorry, Obi-Wan back out of hiding, I guess, felt kind of forced. But it was nice to show that Leia, I guess, did interact with him. But it does mess up where like she reaches out to Obi-Wan Kenobi, and says that he's the only hope or whatever, right?
Right.
And then, like, she doesn't have like a good connecting moment with him in the Death Star scenes. Like, she doesn't get. There's not really like a whole lot of overlap where they're able to. Like, she's able to see him from the ramp, and Luke has the reaction about Obi-Wan dying to Vader, right? Or dying to Vader. He gives himself up to the Force or whatever.
Right.
But Leia doesn't have any reaction. She just gets in the ship. So like,
yeah.
They did kind of fix the thing where like Luke says, "I'm here with Ben," and she's like, "Ben, why didn't you say so?" Like, he's some old hermit that lives in Tatooine that most people don't even know about. So why would she know his nickname is Ben? Like, that never made sense. Now it does, because I honestly feel like that might be the biggest reason why they did this. Because when he's going to save her, he tells her, "My name is Ben. I go by Ben now." He doesn't want anybody overhearing being called Obi-Wan because he doesn't want to give up who he is and make people come after him.
Right.
So she knows him as Ben, and it's possible, I guess, that she never realizes Obi-Wan and Ben are the same person. And so she thinks that Obi-Wan Kenobi, maybe Kenobi's just a common last name. It's not. Even in like Star Wars lore, it's never considered to be, never said to be. But maybe she thought that they were like just had the same last name coincidentally, and they're two different people entirely. And Obi-Wan was the one who was a general in the war, and Ben was just some guy who came to save her as a child, who happened to also be a Jedi. Because she knows he has force powers in the series. Like, she finds that out. He rescues her from falling off a building. So like, when she gets excited about Luke saying I'm with Ben, like, then that part makes sense now. It never did before. So they kind of fixed that. But like, just like her not having any kind of emotion, like, he literally saved her, rescued her, and brought her back to her family as a 10-year-old, and like had like this big like you could already see her personality of her becoming this, like, she has the mindset and the capability to become a politician that would become the one who becomes this leader of the rebels, right? And then also like the resistance later on. Like, she definitely has that, like, even as a child. You see it before, but like being with Ben teaches her, like, actually he's the one who awakens her to the idea of Jedi. They retcon that into the story because she asked him, like, what's it like to have the Force, and he says, what do you feel like when you're in the dark? Like, you wake up in the middle of the night and you're in the dark. And she's like, scared. And then he's like, what if there's a light on? You turn the light on suddenly. How does that feel? She's like, safe, warm, or whatever, safe. And he's like, that's how it feels. That's what having the Force is like. Which I think is a cool analogy they threw in.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Like, yeah, like you feel warm and safe. And that's cool. That makes sense. It should be reassuring, right? Because you have the ability to see slightly into the future. You have the ability to read other people's minds, so you know what people really, their intent is. Like, that would be you would feel safer, right? If you could just know everything, kind of. You have a more
omnipresence. Omnipotence.
Yeah. The ability to perceive. That's presence, right? Having omnipresence would make you probably feel safer, right? So that makes sense. Like, that's a cool way to explain it too. A way that people could like understand, like general people can understand, I think, and a child can understand, especially. That's what the point of that was. It's like opening her mind to that idea is cool. Like, that kind of helps. That helps retcon why she is a Jedi in the last Jedi and Rise of Skywalker. Sorry.
Omniscience, omnipresence, being everywhere. Gotcha.
Thank you, omniscience. I was trying to remember what it was a sense.
So you've been talking about the good reasons, but I can tell that there's like some hesitation.
So like, there's just some like, the weird choices with like, so using Leia, she doesn't feel as necessary. Like, it just doesn't feel like it just feels shoehorned. I don't know how to describe that part, but I can like.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
Like, this just feels like it wasn't necessary. It's got that same problem that all of Star Wars has, where it's like there's like such a small pool of characters, and the world feels bigger than that. So like, why do we keep having to have just these few characters? Like,
Jesse and his group always said that too. I remember them always talking about that. Like, why do we see this guy again? It's
definitely the reason why they're trying to move out of doing Skywalker saga stuff, but they're having a hard time because the fans still eat it up. Like, like Mandalorian is set midway, and there are random little connections.
I mean, that's the same as Boruto. I mean, I don't watch it, but why do you think they're using Naruto's son for that series? It's like money making eating. That world is huge. We barely touched on it. Even in the rest of the manga, you barely touch on the other villages. So where's the sequel series coming from? Boruto, his son, because it's the name. It makes sense. Yeah, 100%. I'm not saying it's good. It's not good, but it makes sense why they do it.
Yeah. I mean, familiarity helps get people involved who might not otherwise. Like when you try to just do a random spin-off, you're playing BioShock, like, without giving spoilers for anything. Infinite is set in the same world, but there's
totally different location. Yeah.
There's nothing. Yeah. Like nothing to do with Andrew Ryan, which is like the foundation of Rapture. You know, you're that far at least.
Yeah.
You started the game. You started the game.
Oh yeah.
You get that right at the start. But like, Andrew Ryan has nothing to do with what's it called? Is it Paradise? Was the name of the place?
No.
The name. forgot the name of
Shoot. What
Columbia.
was it?
It was just called
Columbia.
Columbia.
Yeah, Columbia.
Columbia. Yeah.
So
yeah,
what do you think of Devotional?
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry. Yeah, but like I totally get it. Like you need to be bigger. Devotional said it makes sense. Obi-Wan is the guy Leah's parents trusted and called upon.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree that it makes sense that Bail that sets a precedent for her knowing to call Obi-Wan when he's the only hope. Like that part, like that's clearly a good reason that they chose Obi-Wan to do it. But I still feel like there could have been something that happened on Tatooine that got Obi-Wan to like in the comics there's this arc where Black Chrysanthemum, the like Blackford Wookiee that is a bounty hunter. He is on Tatooine, and I forgot who he's going after now, but he's like going after he has some target on Tatooine, and Obi-Wan ends up interrupting it, and then he takes out and Obi-Wan wants to kill him, and Obi-Wan stops him, ends up having to pull his lightsaber out, even though he was in hiding, and like scars him across his eye permanently. They show Black Chrysanthemum in Boba Fett. So spoilers for Boba Fett a little bit. I guess. It's like an early reveal in the season, I guess. But anyway, and he has the scar. So like the thing from the comic books is present is a visual on the character. So there's probably going to be another season of Obi-Wan that might include Black Chrysanthemum as the fan theory, I guess, or they've said that they originally said it's probably going to be one season, and then was it Kathleen Kennedy? Someone from Lucasfilm said they're going to put out another season, pretty much. Like they made it heavily hinted there's going to be another season, and then Ewan McGregor was like, "Oh, that'd be great if there was another one. I'd love for that to happen." Which is like code for it's definitely gonna happen. I can't tell you it's gonna happen. It's almost as bad as Liam Neeson. Oh my gosh, the interview with Liam Neeson was like, "I would love to come back to Star Wars, but it'd have to be I'd have to be in live action, and it'd have to be." Probably the phrasing he used. Basically, he was saying he wasn't going to do it, but at that point, he did the interview. He'd already filmed his scene, the stinger from Obi-Wan, so he definitely was already back. So
that's funny.
Like him trying not to spoil that he was going to be in the show for that last moment. Kind of irritating. That I kind of sucks that they have to play that game. Like the same thing happened to Andrew Garfield with Spider-Man Way Home.
So overall, no, you're good. Overall, what do you think? Like
the show, I think it was good. I think it helps add a lot to the Star Wars, the Skywalker saga, or I guess that's what I would phrase it.
Yeah, basically, right.
It helps fill in some gaps. Helps with some particular. Oh, they helped with the Darth line. Only a master of evil, Darth. That stupid line where they clearly in the script intended for his first name to be Darth. And then later on, they retconned that Darth was a title equivalent of Lord in Sith culture, and that never made sense before. Now it makes sense because people rationalize it in the past, saying, "Oh, he's being sarcastic," like, "Oh, you're such a dark Lord," "Oh, making fun of him" or whatever. Now they did the line again, and in the past, and the context for it is like right after after Vader reveals he's the one who killed off Anakin. And Anakin is no more. It is only Vader. He establishes that he literally tells Obi-Wan, "It's just me. It's just Vader now. There's no Anakin anymore." And he's like, "Well, okay, bye then, Darth." Basically, I don't know exactly the line. That's essentially what he says to him.
Yeah.
As he's like sadly leaving him from the fight, like leaving him trapped during the fight. Or leaving him, he's abandoning him there on the plane, I should say, after the final fight. So it's like, they made it so that him being Darth makes sense. So like, there's little pieces like that. There's like little nuggets of, okay, there's thought. They put thought into this. They tried to fix a bunch of the flaws that were existing between the trilogies, which is nice. But that's something they need to do, because like George Lucas didn't get the time to do it in Revenge of the Sith, because he wasted time making Attack of the Clones. Sorry. It's like the least favorite movie. There's some good action scenes, but Attack of the Clones is just like, it could have been 20 minutes for the whole story and it would have been fine, and they could have made Revenge of the Sith twice as long and it would have been much better. But the Obi-Wan series is doing a good thing, I think, for the series, but it's just some of the choices I could like nitpick. I'm trying to think, there's something else that I remember particularly being perturbed by. Oh, they introduced that new character. I guess she's so there's going to be the Andor series coming out, which is based on Cassian Andor from Rogue One. But they introduced this new Imperial who's a rebel to help Obi-Wan get to what they call it the Path. It's like a secret. It's like the Underground Railroad for Jedi's, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It's the closest thing I can think of from the analogy. I think someone maybe in like if it was behind the scenes, the making of type thing. I don't know if someone mentioned that, but I remember there was a great analogy for it. So essentially what they were doing, stealing from history with that one. But yeah, the basically that character. It's, I guess spoilers because we're talking about. So she dies. Like they introduce her in like episode I think 2 or 3. Maybe it might have been the tail end of 2, 3. And it's only a 6-episode series. She's dead by episode 5. Like
wow.
they killed her off. And she commits suicide essentially. She does like an honorable suicide to save everybody else. But like I don't know. I don't know if they didn't think she would do well. Maybe they're gonna have some other thing that's a freaking retconning prequel set before this. That
I was thinking, like, would they prequel it then? And
just keep prequel. That's what they're doing. Like that's what Cassian Andor series is a prequel to him dying in Rogue One. Setting up him joining the rebellion, and it's gonna be a 2-season series. They said so. They're milking it for all they can. It also is going to be used to establish more rebels, though. That way they can give us more rebel content because they want people are like the fan base is clamoring for more rebels, less Jedi, less magic stuff. What do those people without magic powers do for those 17-ish, 18 years without anybody helping them, really, that we know of, Which I mean, that's what Rebels was to a degree. It was actually the start, the first like year or two. No, sorry. How old is Luke's? Like 5 or 6, I think, at the end of Rebels, something like that. Anyway, yeah. So they're definitely filling gaps, which is nice. I don't have anything against that. I think most of the choices they made there are okay. There's nothing terrible about them. Visuals are usually pretty good.
pacing.
Huh? Pacing?
Pacing?
Yeah. So the crazy thing is, this was supposed to be a movie originally.
Oh.
And they did introduce one more thing I talked about. Reva is a new character in the series. Not the one who gets killed, but she's an Inquisitor that they had this stupid fake out. Actually, I hate that too. I don't know why they bothered doing that. So if you watch Rebels, there's a character named his title is the Grand Inquisitor. He's in charge of the Inquisitors in Rebels, which takes place after the part where this takes place after. So Luke must have been more than 5 at the end of Rebels. Sorry, but yeah, Rebels takes place after this Obi-Wan story takes place. So we know the Grand Inquisitor would still be alive, and so they made the Grand Inquisitor die at the end of I think the first episode of Obi-Wan. Like they imply he's dead. It was the end of the second episode, but they imply he's dead. Which is it's a bad feint because we all know he's still alive.
I was about to say everyone already has better knowledge.
Yeah, I was like, oh, there's going to be like a divergent timeline here. Like, what's happening? Why is it he's been killed? But they end up explaining that is that he's I forgot the name of their species. Under the P, like a Talon or something. How you say it? They have 2 stomachs. She stabbed him in one of his stomachs. He's still fine. That was the
okay. That's kind of lame.
It's kind of lame, but like people who don't know about that species would think he was dead, so they were able to pull that off. And then people who weren't that anal about looking into why he'd still be alive wouldn't realize it, which most of the fan base thought, as far as I saw, as I watched like an episode or 2 behind, but his return doesn't happen until I think it's episode 5. So like I think I caught up basically when that happened. But yeah, when they revealed he was still alive, basically no one had figured out it was because of the 2 stomachs until like the episode where they're like, yeah, he's still alive. He's still the Grand Inquisitor. Like making her the what is it? The interim Grand Inquisitor or whatever essentially was like a kind of just like basically he was Vader messing with her. So her background is she's actually one of the Padawans in the Jedi Temple on Coruscant when Anakin's going around doing the killing spree during Order 66, and he doesn't kill her, but he does stab her. And she fakes her death. And later on, they find her and make her join the Inquisitors. And she thinks that no one realizes that she's the Padawan, one of the Padawans that he killed. Turns out, he even says to her, he's like, Padawan, did you think I didn't notice? Like when he's like standing over about to kill her as an adult later on, because she actually turns on, like, Obi-Wan convinces her to turn on Vader, try to kill him instead, like fight Vader because Vader's the enemy. And like he apologizes for not being there for her essentially, to save her because he was on Utapau fighting General Grievous. But yeah, that whole concept was interesting because they gave us this former Padawan who turned to the dark side only to as a whole. The whole thing was a setup to try and get closer to Vader so she could get revenge against him for trying to kill her and all her friends as a child. That's cool. That part works. And what they do with her by the end is actually interesting, but I'm not sure where it's going to go from here because it's ambiguous whether she's going to just die because she was slowly dying the last episode. But it seemed like she was doing the typical Darksider thing where she was using her pain and rage to make herself live, which is literally what Darth Vader does to make himself stronger, and also what Kylo Ren does at the end of Force Awakens when he's doing the chest beating thing. Or, can you see him? He's doing the chest pounding. I can't do it to stand up, but the chest pounding thing. He's hurting himself physically so that his dark side will be empowered from the pain.
Right. Okay.
That's why he literally does that. He looks like he's like, I'm trying to stop the blood by pounding it or something. That's what it kind of looks like. But the point of that was really to make it so that he was actually getting stronger, so he could take her on, in their battle at that final lightsaber duel in Force Awakens. But that's what kind of Reva's doing at the end. She goes. So she realizes she gets a part of a transcoder. A message that basically gives away that. Bail knows something's happening to Obi-Wan. He tells him, hey, we'll go to Tatooine and we'll look out for the boy. And Reva's smart enough to realize, oh crap, Vader had a son who didn't die. He's being kept on Tatooine, being kept safe. I need to go find Vader's son and take him out as my revenge. So she goes to kill Luke, basically, and then there's no one there to protect Luke. Like they actually explain to like Lars Owen, Luke's uncle, Owen, is his name Lars? Owen, whatever I can't remember now. Yeah, it's Owen Lars. Sorry. He has a limp in New Hope. And I think it's because the actor actually just had a limp, but they explain the character having a limp because in trying to defend Luke from Reva, he actually gets like pushed off a scaffolding and like breaks his leg.
Okay, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, being a poor farmer, he couldn't go get medical attention, so he just has a bum leg the rest of his life after that. For the next 10 years basically. But the magic of Star Wars, they can give him to a bacta tanker to fix that now. But anyway, so River like comes after Luke, is about to kill him basically, and like that scene is really good because it's got like kind of like a horror movie feel where like she's slowly creeping, she's like dying, like bleeding out, wounded, heavily damaged, like heavily hurting, right, both emotionally and physically, chasing after him, like skulking after him while he's running through the desert. He never turns back, never looks at what's coming after him. She's literally carrying a red lightsaber, like he would have seen a lightsaber, but he never turns back to see her. So like that kind of feels rough. Like, Luke's amazed by the lightsaber when he first sees Obi-Wan, having it's Anakin's lightsaber actually in the hut in A New Hope. There's that like joke gif of like he kind of looks down the barrel.
Yeah, he looks down the barrel.
Stab himself in the face or whatever. Like, look into the barrel of a gun. You shouldn't look into the, but like, him just being fascinated with that. Then he never saw one before. He never saw Reva's coming after him. So like, he thinks it's a Tusken Raider chasing him. That's what Owen tells him. This is trying to attack. It's the Tusken Raiders. They're raiding. They're going to try and kill them because they had been attacked by them recently, before, like months before or whatever. So like that was kind of cool. It makes sense, I guess. It helps kind of move along the idea of, it didn't feel necessary because why would you have Reva just go attack Luke? Like, I mean, her reason for it makes sense, but like for the overarching story, you didn't need that. Now I don't know. She didn't die in on camera, so there's a chance that she's like going to come back and maybe she'll get robot parts or whatever to be restored because that happens. Like that happened to Fennec Shand and maybe she'll get repaired like that because Tatooine actually has a bunch of body shop people.
Mm.
Who are interested in body modding, as this was called, I guess. Star Wars
So
also.
Devismo said, agree with your conclusions. At the end of the day,
maybe that's what will happen to her. But yeah, that idea of like why did she come after Luke, and then she gets to where she's about to kill him. Sorry, I didn't explain that part. Gets where she's about to kill him, and then realizes that killing him wouldn't do anything. It's just like the violence begetting violence cycle, right? So she decides not to. She has a remorse. She's not a bad person. Is basically like Obi-Wan convincing her to fight Vader directly instead of coming after him and bringing him to Vader was like the first sign of, hey, there's still good in her. She can still be good. So basically, she's like a parallel of Anakin. Had this horrible, horrific thing happen to her as a child. Decides I'm gonna become a bad guy to stop the bad guys. Essentially, gets to the point where it really is about to happen, where she really has to do the darkest things, and then can't do it. She fails, and then she's gonna do something evil to make herself feel better, revenge, right? Fulfill her vengeance. Realizes that doesn't actually work. That's not going to make it better, so she doesn't do it. And she has the chance to become a good guy, right? So that's what they're like, leaving her open-ended. She's not dead. She could be dying, but she's not dead because she become a good guy. Like, they basically made a new character to have in the series in that time period where we didn't know she existed.
Okay.
And like nothing that tells us later on. Like, there's nothing that she's not being like. She's totally original for the series. She's not. Like, there's nothing that tells us what's going to happen with her. There's no future storylines that mention her or do anything with. I don't know what to make of I almost feel like they did that. They had to have the something that made her truly feel redeemed as being a bad guy, and that was like the most extreme thing they could do is have her go kill Luke, but then decide it wasn't the best thing to do. Like, have a total character 180, heel turn, if you will, 180 on her character at that point. Because at the start of the series, she's like really overly violent to like even non-Jedi, using her powers to make she actually threatens Owen and almost reads his mind to figure out where Luke is when she's trying to find Obi-Wan on Tatooine.
Ryan,
but then she gets before she can figure it out.
Epsilion.
That Owen knows that Luke is a Jedi, essentially. He's definitely going to become a Jedi. So yeah, I don't know. I think it's a good series. I actually liked it a lot, but there are some little bits here and there that I say don't sit well, but they can work. It's no worse than anything else in Star Wars. Basically, there's no parts where it's like, man, they really screwed up the whole series here. This is just trash. I'm trying to think what did that for me in Star Wars in the past. Honestly,
Epsilion.
Resistance was just
man, you can't hear me. My computer's messing up. I don't think you can hear me.
Like, I really could feel that Dave Filoni was not involved in that. It just didn't have substance compared to like Rebels or to. I actually really liked Rebels a lot. I thought I would hate it. I thought the Rebels was great. It didn't have the substance that Clone Wars had. That Ahsoka brought to Clone Wars.
So yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Sorry, just reading Devismo's comment. Yeah. Ewan McGregor is absolutely a fantastic actor. Like, I cannot.
I think my face was up.
As a kid, he got brought in. He was only he had been like 2-3 movies before he did Obi-Wan and Phantom Menace.
Yeah, Sasha, can you get his attention? I don't think he can hear me. That's so weird. Yeah, my computer, it's pressing the D thing, the D key over and over again, and it's messing up. So I don't think he can hear me. Because I was going to call attention to Devismo's comment, and he didn't hear anything. It's not you. It's not him. It's me. It's my computer. Crap.
No.
I think wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, I guess my headset cut out because you didn't say anything for so long.
It's not just you, though. No, I haven't been talking much. I tried to call attention to Devismo's comment like just a few minutes ago, and he didn't. Oh. And my computer's messing up, too. It's pressing the D key over and over again. Like, I think my keyboard's messing up. So I'm probably going to have to stop soon anyway because I got to fix this crap.
Yeah, I can hear you, Chris, now. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's fine. Yeah. I can hear you fine. Yeah. That's I was picked up fine and everything. And everything's okay. Well, it's just
for me, it was for the audio. It was me. My headset cut off because of no activity for so long.
That makes sense, but it correlated with my computer is also doing the crap too, because like it's pressing the D key over and over and over again. Right now, I'm on my desktop and it's flashing back and forth between selecting like a few icons. So I think it's like
your keyboard. Can you make it stop?
I can, but I don't want to do it while the stream's going because it could screw everything up.
I mean, keyboard should be plug and play. I don't think it would really screw everything up.
You think so?
Yeah, I would just unplug it real quick and plug it back in.
All right, let me go find it.
You could have a stuck key, physically potentially, but
I'm mashing it and it's not stopping. I think it's just a keyboard. It does this a few times. I have to get off soon anyway because it's starting to get dinner time.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's late. Yeah, so I was trying to wrap up on Devismo's point. Ewan McGregor's great actor, absolutely. I don't know, as a child I didn't think that much of him, in Phantom Menace, but later on, obviously his more recent stuff. Like I haven't seen Doctor Sleep, but I kind of want to see the sequel to The Shining. He was in that, and I've heard great things about that. But his emotion, the emotion he brought to Obi-Wan, like the final fight, all that stuff is so good. And then Hayden, I never thought he was bad as a kid. I don't know, he always got a bad rap. I think it was the directing. I think that Lucas didn't know how to convey emotion for a child, like a teenager, well. So like he didn't know how to guide him during Attack of the Clones, especially. And then for Revenge of the Sith, he's just like angsty, moody, dark, character. So it's like there's not a whole lot you can do with that because most time it's not very realistic.
Yeah, it's one of those.
So
okay,
he did the best he could.
My camera's now malfunctioning. I unplugged something. I think it might have been that. So it's fine.
I still see your chair on stream, but
yeah, that's weird. I think it got frozen, is what I think happened. So this thing's crapping out. I'm gonna go on ahead. We're gonna do a devotional, but I think we're gonna skip it today because this thing is falling apart. So I need to check on this. I'm gonna restart this. But today you got Epsilion's take on Star Wars universe in general, as well as Obi-Wan.
Way longer
that's good. That's good. Like that was the question.
Hopefully Devismo's happy with it.
As for what for dinner, Sasha, it's pizza. I have a fresh market that I can heat up. It's like a really well made like fresh pizza kind of thing.
Nice.
So we were going to go back in where we will be continuing in Genesis with Joseph. We'll be doing it next time. This time I got to turn this thing off and reboot this thing and see what the crap's going on. Pizza, you child. Everyone eats pizza. Adults eat pizza. Pizza's great.
Who doesn't like a good pizza?
Yeah.
As long as it's not from... Wait, never mind. I'm not going to bash a company on stream.
All right. I'm going to go on ahead and stop there so I can take a look at what the crap's happening here. God bless everyone. Epsilion, thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate it very much. And Devismo, thank you for stopping by too. And Sasha. I will talk to you guys later. And next time we definitely will do the devotional. I just want to check and make sure this thing isn't crapping itself. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Good luck. Good luck, Chris.
I will try. Okay, let me do this. Hold on.